welcome to Pokemon Omega Ruby. I will get right into it because the intro is quite long. So let's start with 3, 2, 1, go. So
Good luck, good luck.
thank you. So hello again. I'm EkmanLarsson. I run quite a lot of Pokemon games, but 3DS is my home. So I'm happy to be able to show it off today. I'm joined by a lovely commentator today. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm wartab. I'm also a 3DS runner mainly for Pokemon games. So yeah, I'm happy to assist Ekman in this quest to do his first marathon run.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me at this late hour.
It's okay, it's only 3 hours, Kappa.
It's on the shorter side for the late gen Pokemon run, so at least.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Okay. So in the beginning, we will just smash the text boxes, watch some cutscenes, choose the girl, which is actually important. We'll get into that later. A lot of watching cutscenes at the start.
So what name will we choose today?
We will choose exclamation point. the best name.
Also happens to be the fastest name.
Yeah. Our cursor is just on exclamation point, so we just go with that. And the text is very fast in this game, so it doesn't really matter. It's like a one character name, or it wouldn't matter. It's just we need to choose a name, so we that. Yeah. And the very first thing I will do is I will change my settings. So we have text speed fast, battle animations off, and battle style set. Everything to go faster in the battles. And then I also activated L equals A, which means I can press L instead of A, which makes smashing a lot easier in this game. It's just way more comfortable, not faster. But almost every runner decides to use that. Yeah. It's, I think, from Generation 6 onwards, the text is 8 frames.
The problem is the game is not in full screen, and so you didn't crop the bottom part. We have to resize it. Is that okay to crop it mid-run? Okay. I will change it now, okay? Sorry.
Okay. Nothing happened yet. We're just checking our time. Yeah, almost at the Pokemon part of this game.
Yep. And what starter are we gonna pick?
Obviously the best one.
Trico.
Yeah, no.
But it's good against Roxanne.
Yeah, but there's an even better option. It's crazy, right?
Torchic.
Try again.
Pikachu. I don't know.
Yeah, so we will choose Mudkip, which is arguably even the hardest part of the run. It's already right at the beginning. We need to get a Mudkip that's good enough to be able to complete the run with, which is roughly like 40%. Like not every Mudkip is the same. You have IVs, something like that's called IVs, and natures. Change your stats quite significantly, and we have a certain threshold for attack, defense, special attack, and speed. So it's quite rough to get a good enough Mudkip to finish this run with.
Indeed. I can confirm this is probably the second most painful part about running this game.
Yeah, but I have a backup Mudkip prepared.
Wait,
so
what? No, don't. We're just gonna get it first try.
surely. Mudkip, of course.
Yeah, so here we want to see not negative attack, not negative defense, basically, not negative special defense, and not negative speed. So what can go wrong? Okay, this is already looking they're very amazing here with the special attack that did much less than half.
Yeah,
so we already know it's gonna be 9 special attack. This means negative special attack, which at least means it cannot be negative attack.
Yeah, that's great. Natures, if you don't know, if they're like a nature for every stat, and it increases one stat by 10% and decreases another stat by 10%. So that's really what makes looking for a good Mudkip hard, because there are just so many bad natures to get. So we will not nickname our Mudkip, which is actually the first generation to not nickname your Pokemon in Generation 6. Because it's just, the text flies by, we don't need that.
Yeah, especially since we will main switch twice. The text goes at like 8 characters per frame, so good luck being faster than that while mashing consistently. I wonder if this is gonna be a Wurmple.
No way. Is it level 3, do you think?
Yes, I think. I'm confident.
Wow.
Congrats, we can end the run here.
Yeah,
can we?
For some reason, you always get a Wurmple level 3 after 3 steps in that grass. I don't know why they added this to the game. You also have a similar encounter in XY and Sun Moon. It just exists.
It's just tutorial in case you don't know what Pokemon are, I think.
Yeah.
Also here we get, 10 potions? 7?
11.
11
potions.
Yeah, I was close.
It's very useful. You can theoretically, like, those potions are enough to go with, like, for the first hour of the run. If you really want to, but I will get more healing items.
Right now, the hardest battle in the game, because most runs end here.
Yeah, you could check your Mudkip stats at level 5, but usually for the most part, you don't know if it's runnable yet or not. If it's runnable or not at level 5, you usually need level 6, so it's not worth it to check your stats at level 5. Just go until this fight, level up, and then see if it's good enough or not.
But yeah, this doesn't look too great from the get-go. It has 20 HP, which is the lowest end, so it can be scary for some battles.
The fact that the first Poochyena lived on 2 HP is not a good sign.
This damage on Trico also looks very amazing.
I think I did not get a good Pokemon.
Okay, this looks doable. This looks like the bare minimum. Okay, so Trico surviving in 3 hits is roughly 0.3% chance for a runnable Mudkip, so this smells like a backup copy. But there's a chance. It is very extremely bad. It actually was not negative special attack, which is the amazing part about this. So it was very bad attack and very bad special attack. All right. Yeah. So yeah, so that is time. All right. No, so that was a joke, obviously. We wanted to save the schedule for the marathon by going like 3 hours ahead of schedule, but I think the next run is not ready. So we're gonna keep going. Nobody saw anything. So this Mudkip happens to be pretty good.
This is really...
Oh,
wow.
There we're back. We're back.
Nothing ever happened.
You bonked.
Yeah.
So this Mudkip is actually amazing.
This is great.
All right. We don't know, obviously. It's completely random.
Yeah. But it has a rash nature, which is very, very good.
So I have to undo this. Okay.
Yeah. It's, in my opinion, the best nature in the game. Rash, it makes the early game pretty much safer. And yeah, special defense doesn't matter. It's the only stat that literally does not matter at all in this run. Or not at all, but 99% all. Okay. So
yeah, the math checks out, by the way, on that 99%.
Was it?
No, but it's okay. We just keep rolling with it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So this Mudkip roughly has really good attack, really good defense, okay speed, and not high IV for special attack, but it's plus nature, so it's fine. Doesn't matter really. So yeah, it's definitely good enough to get through this run without any issues.
Special attack is extremely important, especially early game. If you don't have good special attack, you don't necessarily reset. Actually, in fact, you never reset it, but you will cry half an hour into the game.
Yeah, we will get into that later.
Yeah, hopefully some demonstration of why it can be bad is always nice for a marathon.
Yeah.
Skipping more tutorials here.
So far, I haven't got any encounters, which is pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty lucky so far.
It's good you pointed out because it will happen now.
Surely not. That would never happen. It's only like 30 more tiles of grass I have to go through.
30?
Maybe that's a little, I don't know. I never counted. Okay, first battle of the game. It's pretty free compared to the original run. It's 90% to die in 2 hits. Damage ranges, we should probably get into that as well. Okay, this is max roll, I think. So it's guaranteed to die on this turn. Basically, moves don't always deal the same amount of damage. There's 16 damage rolls you can do, so basically a multiplier of like between 0.85 and 1 added.
Oh no, never mind.
After the fight, after the damage calculation, and that's the actual damage you will do. So we have 16 possible rolls our damage can do, and when we mean we have a damage range, then we mean that some parts or some rolls of those 16 actually kill or KO the Pokemon, and the other ones don't.
Okay, one encounter so far is pretty good.
Yeah.
We have to survive a few more cutscenes.
Yeah. Time to learn how we catch Pokemon. Not yet, but
Or 2. I like the name you chose on the save file.
thank you. I was really creative. I wanted to spice things up from the exclamation point. So yeah, but there's really nothing going on. So if there's any donations you want to read, that's a good time now.
There are. Hold on, because another one also just came on in. Let me push that through. All right. We have 2 donations. First off, we have Koboldsky donating 10 euros saying, "So I heard you lick mudkips." A
Yeah.
classic.
I do, yeah.
And afterwards, we have somebody named Dexy donating 10 euros saying, "My name's Ekman. I was born with terrible RNG, but good execution. Every morning I must avoid invading Poland with the utmost caution, and walk in the cold to Oktoberfest. And every night I must avoid being communist as I leave the Soviet Union." I'm not sure what that's all about, but thanks for the 10 euros.
I have nothing to do with that donation.
Thank you, Dexy.
Yeah. Dexy, great guy.
That was a very neat comment from you, Dexy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are learning how to catch Pokemon here. And fun fact, I didn't know that for like 2 years where I ran this game. The text actually goes faster when you mash. So I lost like 4 seconds for like 2 years when I ran this game.
I want to say, without wanting to jump on that hype train to repeat things everyone says that's a skill issue.
More, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
not
thought.
wrong. I was always like, Giuseppe, take a break.
Yeah.
For, like, a
Otherwise,
minute.
he's actually pretty good at the game.
Yeah, usually. Okay. Almost free. And we can almost get into the probably second worst fight of this game, like right at the start.
That is very generous for a second, because I would at least come up with 4 other battles that would qualify for second worst battle.
Maybe I just recency biased because I did a few attempts like recently, and they got kind of screwed on this fight.
Yeah, but to be fair, you
Force
only
speed.
got to the third battle and then had to reset every time.
So I will choose to not go through the grass here. I don't like that. I will do a slower movement, go over the beach. It's like 4 seconds slower, but I don't like getting encounters. So yeah,
No, it's 8 seconds faster if you if you get an encounter.
maybe I only timed how much slower it is to not get an encounter, and that was 4 seconds.
Yeah, but you have to
I
always.
didn't save. Oh no,
You didn't save.
I didn't save.
This fight cannot go wrong.
This is a great fight. It's okay.
The funny thing is, even without sand attack, you can die here.
Yeah, I'll play very safe.
Okay. Nothing
So-
to do. If he howls twice, you're dead.
I'm not. So. So basically what this fight, I will forward KO this Poochyena, but the Poochyena has Sand Attack, Howl and Tackle. All of them are not really great for us. And I'm speed tied. That's the worst. Okay,
That was even good damage on the 2 first hits.
2 more, come on, you got this. Come on.
Alright. Torrent, easy.
Yeah, just sit. You got this. Nice.
Okay.
Hey,
Congrats.
we didn't die. I didn't mess up on the very first fight.
Amazing achievement.
So
That
yeah,
was way too fast for me.
all plus ones
I'm like, yeah, but +1 on what?
on all besides attack.
Yeah, but I had none of the other stats.
Okay, doesn't matter.
We know the
It's,
nature.
it's rich. You can put that in.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Who made this program?
You might be sitting next to me.
No, I actually don't want to do this because I think it doesn't work.
Okay,
It's fine, it's
it does-
fine.
It doesn't matter. So we are almost out of the forest.
Still 1 encounter in.
Pick up 2 items. First one is ball mushroom, which is very expensive, and you get it very early. Very nice for shopping. Sells for 6k, I think. And an ether. We need that later. And we made it. Wow,
1 encounter.
that's very, very good.
Congrats.
So we will not go to the right to the next city first. We will go to the left and talk to a boy because he will give us echoed voice, which is a very important move for this run. Very, very strong. What it does, we will get into later because it's not relevant yet. Okay, so we make our way to the next city. Can run in front of those trainers because double battles only trigger when you have 2 Pokemon alive in your party, so we can just run in front of them because we only have Mudkip. No issues there. Yeah, first we will get right into the gym, which is a rock gym, so it's not that hard for Mudkip. And something odd, we actually fight an optional trainer in this gym. It's a 1-turn fight, and it's a lot of XP. Geodudes give a lot of XP, so we definitely need that for a very specific fight later. And it's very quick, so yeah, definitely the fastest way to gain that XP early on.
Yeah. And this is the best trainers fight in the gym because it's the fastest one. It's the only Geodude that doesn't have sturdy and also dies in 1 hit. So this is basically free experience.
Basically what sturdy does is if the Pokemon is full HP, it always survives on 1 HP. You cannot 1 KO it from full HP. Which is actually very important for the next battle, which I will save for this time, because I want to play safe. So, it might look weird because the Geodude, that's the first Pokemon from Roxanne, has Sturdy. So, and takes a little bit of time when you put it in, or like when you trigger sturdy, you have that animation where it's like, yeah, it's sturdy, it lives. So you would think we would damage it first and then KO it. But since we put it to 1 HP consistently, the AI from Roxanne will always use a potion on that Geodude. But the Geodude has more than 20 HP, so it doesn't get back to full HP, and we can just KO it on the next turn. Very, very smart and fast. And she also loses her potion, which would be a much, much bigger issue on the Nose Pass that's coming up. So yeah, basically how this will go is we will 3 KO the Nose Pass if we are in Torrent. Torrent will probably explain what Torrent is. It's the ability of all the...
Unlucky.
Almost KO'd. It's the ability of all the starter Pokemon, where their moves of their respective type will deal 50% more damage when they are at 1/3 or less HP. And this is the only fight where we really use that consistently in the run, because it's a range to 3 KO without Torrent, and with Torrent you will always kill it in 3 hits, the Nose Pass. And usually you end up getting those 3 hits like exactly with how it works out with the damage with Rock Tomb and Tackle. So it's very convenient.
That's our first badge, which is actually impressive for the newer games. Because the newer games have us gotten used to getting our badge 1 hour into the game. So this is pretty refreshing. It is not a bad time for marathon at all, so definitely making progress here.
Oh. How much HP did I have? No? I didn't pay attention.
It was not amazing. I think you should heal on the Geodude, but
yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, because the crit is always possible. Crits are like the worst thing in a marathon because you usually don't account for them doing normal runs, and the further you are from the starter town, the worse it can become.
Exactly, because when you die in this game, you get sent back to your mom, and that's usually very far away from where you want to be. That's not good. So I will just potion on the first turn here. The Geodude can't really do anything. Okay, and this one does not have sturdy, so it will just die. Also, once again, an optional fight in the on the run. Just we need that XP early on. So we do not need foresight. And this Geodude is actually the problem. It has sturdy, so we need to mudslip it, and it has random AI, but it can use rollout, and rollout crit would have killed me. I had to play around that. But yeah, didn't happen, so didn't really matter.
So far, so good. Now up to the next Puchiena with more sand attacks.
First, I will do a big menu. I will use the repel I just picked up. I will teach Echo Voice. Do you want to explain what Echo Voice does?
Absolutely. So Echoed Voice is a special move, but it has some nice properties, which is it starts with a fairly low power of 40, but every time you use it, it adds 40 to the previous power it had in the previous turn, in consecutive turns. So basically it goes 40, 80, 120. So it becomes stronger and stronger. And that is going to be very useful because Mudkip's moves aren't amazing currently. Also, a very good point to save here.
Yeah, I didn't do it for the forest, so I will do it here. It's much safer than the forest fight, but it's still basically the same issue. It still has Sand Attack, Howl, and Tackle, but also Odor Slit? I don't know how to pronounce that attack. But yeah, basically the same issue. If you get Sand Attack spammed, you are very sad. Like, what just happened? Okay, okay. One more. You got this. Cool.
I'm very impressed, Ekman. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, natural talent, I would say. But yeah, basically, I was set up for disaster here, but it didn't happen, luckily. Yeah.
So now that we freed Pico, where are we going?
Back to the city for more cutscenes. The other parts of the menu I also taught Rock Tomb, which is technically optional. That's the word. So we don't need it. Like top level runs would not need it for this speed, but it makes it a little bit safer for one fight. So I just taught it to go safe. Yeah.
But Strimmer, how is it possible that an in-air kit move is better for safety?
Because it's more damage. And
Ah.
95% is as bad as some people would like to say it is. It's not that bad. It's, yeah. It's just when you get that 1 in 20 miss, it's very sad. But the other 19 times, it's faster. Just, I think we get our XP share here, but we don't need that. We need Mudkip to play this game. And I will also do a safety shop next after I get out of here, which you normally wouldn't do. Once again, I will buy super potions, which you don't really need in a run to complete. Usually you are fine with the 11 potions you get in the start of the run, but there's a lot of situations where those super potions can come in handy.
So basically, we just hope we don't use them.
Yeah. Hopefully they will stay in the bag until the end of the game. And I will also buy 2 repels, which is just... We don't like encounters. Okay. This shop is optional because you can also pick up a super repel before the next gym if you want to, but it's a little bit out of the way, so doing the shop is actually not slower, really, or not much slower. But the issue you have is you spend money, and so you don't have enough money for the other items later on, so I have to pick up an extra item here. But that's not a big deal.
We are rich in this run.
Yeah. So I actually made it with only getting 1 encounter this entire time. This is very, very good. Very, very rare.
Yeah, it gives you a nice buffer for the next few battles.
What's about to happen? Yeah, we will enter worst gym for sure. First, I will get an extra item for more power for my Echo Voice. It's called Silk Scarf, which boosts the damage of normal moves by 20%. Very, very useful to get that multiplier. Actually required. Need it for 2 fights. We absolutely need it for 2 fights. Yeah.
Very convenient for this run.
Okay. First, I will save for this one.
Yeah, I was scared you wouldn't.
I would never not save, you know. This trainer only has a Metatite. It's generally don't die, but it has confusion and can confuse you, and when you hit yourself, you lose all your Echoed Voice stacks, which is not very good. Which is, yeah, not good. Like that. Okay. I hope it doesn't use it anymore. In general, this Metatite is pretty troll. It has Detect and Endure as well, so it just doesn't waste your time. That was not too bad.
Yeah, we hit through, so that is perfect.
Yeah. And on to the next fight, which is the worst fight in the game. Just a random gym trainer.
infamous Hideki.
Oh, don't use that.
Anybody who has ever run this game ran into this guy. Take it slow here.
So the issue is we usually kill in 3 hits. It's arranged in 3 hits oftentimes, but ideally you KO in 3 hits, but you always die in 3 hits. Or sometimes even 2 hits from this Machop. And it will lower your speed, so you're also slower than the Machop. So yeah, it's just you need to get lucky. That's the terrible start. I really want to see foresight here.
Perfect.
Yes,
So
very good.
yeah, we should be through
That
here.
should be good. Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Okay, yeah,
Okay. Amazing.
that wasn't that difficult.
That made it seem very easy. Trust me, it's very bad. Because it basically it has 3 moves it can use. Foresight, Focus Energy, and Low Sweep. And it's random. So you really don't want to see Low Sweep at all. But yeah, it's after 2 turns you will see Low Sweep and you will die after 2 turns.
Yes.
Usually.
And you see Ekman saving a lot, but that is basically free in this game. It takes like only a couple seconds every time, so that is, as unfortunate as it is, the safest thing you can do in a marathon without wasting too much time.
Yeah.
Like there's not many crazy adaptations for marathons in this game, but that's how it is.
Okay, good. We did not get confused. I'm very happy. We got confusion quite a lot, so it's always a little bit scary to see that. But nothing bad happened, and I think this Machop should die. It did not. I didn't count correctly. That's okay. Died now. And now we are through the hard fights. Now we can fight the gym leader, which is the easiest fight. It's practically free. There's not really anything that can go wrong if you have good special attack, which I have.
Yes, ironically, probably the easiest fight of the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just mash, accurate voice until we're done. So, funnily enough, you can probably read a donation if you want during the gym leader.
Alrighty then, we have 2. We have 10 euros donated by Head Bob, saying good luck Ekman. Oh, and don't let that wartab guy scare you, Kappa. And we also have 10 euros donated by Floods, saying, hello Ekman, this is Mommy calling. Since you didn't answer your phone, I want to contact you through this TV show with your Digimon friends. I hope you eat healthy and don't stay up late. Also, remember to drink your sausage water every day. Oh, and stay away from this wartab kid. He always acts so smart with his knowledge of digital fake animals. He's just like your dad. Anyway, honey, if you want to send some money home, let me know. Have fun with these random people you met online.
Thanks. I will enjoy it. Very fun. Yay, good. We did not get sand attack here, luckily. That's the pretty much the only thing that can go wrong, is when you get sand attack by Smakuita and miss more, but very unlikely. So we're done with the gym. We do have to progress the story a little bit. More cutscenes coming up.
Of course, we need to learn more about the story of this game, because Pokemon games always have the most amazing storylines ever in video game history.
I'm actually very surprised I didn't die yet, because if you die at some point in this run, it's usually until now. So this is almost the hardest part already. That's the wrong button.
It is the wrong button indeed.
But that's okay. Potion. And I will repel. Did I keep my Silk Scarf on?
Why do you ask me?
I think I did. I thought I dragged it off. Okay.
It looked like you did drag it off, but I have no clue.
but I had an item equipped, so it had to be this. That's okay. Wow. That could have been pretty bad, I think. But for Brawly itself, but it didn't matter, so now it doesn't matter anymore.
Indeed.
So yeah, didn't get punished. I was sure I dragged it off. I definitely dragged it, but maybe I dragged it back onto Mudkip. There's funny stuff going on. So yeah, we didn't talk about the version differences yet. This came out together with Alpha Sapphire, and the differences we have to fight Team Magma in this game, and Alpha Sapphire has to fight Team Aqua. And Team Magma is a lot easier for the most fights. They will use Coughings and Mugs instead of Coughings and
No Grimers. Alpha Sapphire uses
Yeah,
Grimers
Grimer and
and...
Grimer and Mug on Alpha Sapphire, and
Yeah.
Coughing and
No, Alpha
Wheezing.
Sapphire uses Grimer
yeah.
and
That's what
Carvana.
Yeah, Coughing and Wheezing in this game. Okay, they are easier to KO usually, and also Nummels and Camerops instead of Carvanas and Sharpedos,
Mm.
which are also way easier to KO because they are 4 times weak to water. So yeah, very much easier to play this game compared to Alpha Sapphire.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, Alpha Sapphire has a lot of issues. But luckily we are not playing that version. Don't have to deal with that.
This hurts my heart.
Yeah, wartab is a big Alpha Sapphire guy. So, we arrive at the beach. So we will talk to small kids to get soft sand from them, which is very important later on. After we get Fast Travel 2. It's basically Silk Scarf just for ground moves, so it boosts our ground moves by 20%. And then I also pick up this item to the left, PP up. Not because I need it for Marshtomp, but for money. That was the optional item I was talking about earlier. Yeah, just saves a little bit of time, not having to go all the way to the left here when you are going for PB attempts. But I need the extra money.
So, in museum, it's gonna be really dangerous, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous Pokemon going around, like Numel. Yeah, as I said already, very hard to fight.
Sounds very spoopy.
Didn't go to the right. Doesn't really matter. Pay our entrance fee. And this is actually the first big difference between the games, since we fight the evil team here. And in Omega Ruby you have an easy time. Once again you fight the Nummels. No danger at all. And too bad that's in here is also easier in this game. Generally. Yeah. Not very dangerous for Omega Ruby, luckily. Arranged to die. I crit, so it didn't matter.
That was very overkill, I think, with this Mudkip.
Yes.
But nice nevertheless.
I will look at my special attack here. On the next level up to see how good my range for the future is, for the future fights. First I have to hit the Rock Tomb. This is the fight I was talking about with Rock Tomb. Tubet should die. Nice.
Nice.
Outsped and just one KO'd it. Without Rock Tomb you tackle twice. And then you give the Super turn to Supersonic and confuse you. And then things can go very wrong again. But yeah, just don't want to risk that. Use Rock Tomb and win 95% of the time.
Yeah, Supersonic isn't exactly a great move to be the target of.
And now we finally evolve. Very... actually mandatory to evolve, or you cannot cancel this evolution. If you cancel this evolution, you are very screwed for the next fight, because you really, really, really need that ground typing. And we also get mud shots. It's, yeah, useful for 2 fights mainly. We just need a ground move that's special at some point. But
Yeah, luckily we get a better alternative for ground moves than in Generation 3, where Mudshot was basically the go-to move for every battle going forward here.
yeah, for like an hour straight, you just use mud shot on almost everything. It's pretty bad. It's 95% accurate, so when you use it that much, you will miss it a few times, and it can be really bad when you miss it sometimes.
Yeah. But there's enough 95% in this game, so not like we completely are free of those.
But it's not that bad. You would expect to not miss at all in a run. At least I would expect that for Mudkip. I think that's a reason for the most runs.
Speak for yourself. But yeah, here now big shopping. This is probably the longest shop we are doing in the run. So Ekman will first sell all of his items that are completely unnecessary here. And for over 19,000 he can buy a ton of items that he will need throughout the run. And sometimes you have to somewhat adapt what items you buy depending on what stats you have on your Pokémon, on your Mudkip. And they will last for quite a while, like even after we drop the usage of Mudkip. So that is why we need so much money.
Yeah. Won't see a shop for quite a long time now.
Yeah, this is basically the only shop that reasonably sells you X items in this game, so that's why this is all done here. Are we doing contests now?
No, we wanna go fast.
I heard Pikachu is really good.
Yeah, no.
No?
Please, don't use Pikachu.
I will snitch. Yeah, so the game like gives you a lot of cutscenes to introduce you to things that aren't mandatory to the gameplay. Like this.
Yeah. Just really don't need it at all. If you want to do all Mega Stones, you need that, but we don't do that. It takes way too long.
Is it Lucario Night, I think?
I think. Yeah.
You get from doing contests for 3 hours or something.
Yes, it's
Very worth it. Especially since you have XY where you get it for free.
okay. We're done with this finally. So we will move on.
With our first battle with Marshtomp.
And I said we really need that ground typing. Well, it's the next trainer has 1000 Minen, and they cannot touch you when you have a ground typing. They only have like helping bestow and just useless moves pretty much, and spark. So they can't do anything to you. You just spam mud shot and win. So if you cancel your evolution, you will start this fight and you will die.
Yes, and also it is the last game that does this, but this game will also not give you back the mud shot. After Gen 6, they will give you the moves on level up, but in this game it is still based on the level. So if you don't get much at level 16, you will never get it at all.
I missed. Good thing I said that.
I know, right?
But yeah, it's just a little bit of annoying, but not a big deal to miss here. If you want to miss, if you miss anywhere, it's definitely here. It's just you waste one turn and that's it.
Oh, that would even have died with the Oran Berry, I think.
Yeah, that looked good. Okay, So I will menu now. Use the super repel. And I am at full HP, so I don't need to heal.
Yes, so you still had the Silk Scarf, that's right.
I would have had to equip that, but I choose to have that. And I will pick up this full heal. Not specifically for this fight, really. More for the fight that's coming up later. It's kind of bad when you don't have full heal at that for that fight, so I'm gonna pick that up for safety.
Can even be useful for this, sadly.
Can also be useful for this. We will set up a lot on this Grimer, on the Slugma, not Grimer. We're going to use 3 X special attacks, 2 X speeds, and then we will spam Echoed Voice and hope Groval dies. And we hope we don't get burned in that time. That's the wrong thing.
So yeah, despite this Mudkip having a positive special... sorry. Am I allowed to laugh at this? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you are.
just-
That's pretty funny.
Just reminds me of misery.
It's 2.5% to get burned every turn, and I got it on the first turn, and I got crit on the first turn, so yeah, not that great. Good thing I bought super potions, otherwise this run would probably be dead right now.
Yeah.
Or I would have to try again. I crit again. So I need to set up 2 X speeds now.
Okay. And after all of this, despite this being a plus special attack nature, the
heal
Echoed
this.
Voice is not even favored to kill the Grovile.
It's
7 in 16.
really?
Oh no, never mind. No,
I
it's-
evolved.
no
It's
I'm
like
lying.
a 13 and 16
Third,
range.
whatever.
I would guess. It's 13 and 16
Yeah, no, I
guaranteed.
looked at the wrong columns.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Still, it's not guaranteed.
I will actually see because I will see my stats here. So if I have 30 special attack, I'm good. I'm not good. I will have a 13 and 16 range on the Groval here. I really hope I hit that, because if you miss it, you are 1 in 4 to die. It has Mega Drain.
Yikes.
That's fine. Okay, we're good. This was really, really slow. That's what happens when you get burned on the first turn. You're usually crying when that happens.
Yeah.
It's just so unlikely to happen, and then it happens way too often for that. But good thing we had super potions.
So yeah, that
Okay.
was a little bit scary, but not really. So we should be good. And now we're gonna go to Morville. So there's not much to say. If you have any donation, we can read it.
We do indeed have a donation, and a pretty sizable one too. We have 75 euros donated by our good friend No Hands, saying, "Good luck. Thank God you got past the decky. Good luck and hope for the best, Latios. Hi, BSR."
I don't.
Hi Dom. No hands OP.
So I picked up a revive there. We actually can't use that revive yet, since we only have 1 Pokemon in our party. So we are still very screwed if we die. It's more for when we finally get our second Pokemon in like an hour, no, less than an hour. Just a safety measure for later. I still have to save for everything that's remotely dangerous.
Yeah.
And I will also make my way to the bike shop to get the bike so that I can finally move quickly.
Yeah, Acrobike is just amazing.
Yeah, good thing we don't get that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Mach bike is really fast, much faster than the Acro bike. It's really, yeah, no-brainer to use that. Compared to the originals, it's very, very easy to control. So movement is not that big of a deal for the most part. And very, like, it's a joke compared to the originals, but yeah.
Also happens to be faster to not like equip the bike yet or mount it yet, because it's we have to go to this shop, and so we combine the menu. where we register the bike and teach the move that we just bought, Bulldoze. Bulldoze, which is basically a much better version of Mudshot, because it's a physical move, and Marshtomp is a physical Pokemon more than a special Pokemon. And the big thing is, it is 100% accurate, while also being slightly stronger. So it is just very good, especially for this gym where electric Pokemon are not really a big threat to Marshtomp.
Exactly. Another thing I did in the menu, I equipped Soft Sand finally, because the special part of this run is basically over, so we will primarily use Bulldoze now for the rest of the Mudkip section, or Marshtomp section rather. Which, yeah, Soft Sand just makes it a lot easier. And I also select my bike, just to get on the bike quickly. This Ralts is not a damage range, since my attack is good. I have a really good Marshtomp, no issues there.
Yeah, this Marshtomp is virtually perfect for what you can reasonably expect.
Yeah. It increases your likelihood of getting through the early game quite significantly. Especially for Hideki, as we saw, it just KO'd in 3 turns. And I would have survived 2 normal turns, and that's like really all you can expect for this fight. And when you have that, it's actually not that bad to win. It's not that unreasonable. But if you have bad stats, it's like a miracle to win.
Exactly.
So yeah, making our way into the electric gym. Very free, as we already said. Nothing can really touch us here. I messed it up.
I was about to point out the smoothness of the movement and then you mess it up, but it's kind of tricky because after you enter the tile that triggers the electric wires, you have to kind of time the when you press the diagonal direction into the next trainer, and if you press it for too long, you slide into him, he gets the exclamation mark, and then it's all very slow. So this was still pretty good.
I let go a little bit too early, so I just went to the left and not down.
Yeah, all you want is to not run in front of the trainer, basically. Yeah. That's the slowest you can do.
It's quite hard to time it. Because I used to not run for the tiles, which makes it much easier. But yeah, why not go for the run?
Absolutely. Nothing to lose.
Exactly. Besides a few seconds, but that's okay.
Yeah. No quick attack.
Yeah.
We love to see that. There's not much randomness in this part of the game, so the small things like getting quick attacked just annoy you so much because it's always like 2 seconds lost for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically all the randomness.
Yeah, this is basically an auto-scroller.
This fight also, wall drops are slower. Depending on the moves, it's faster or slower. What happens? Mainly you don't want to see rollout because you get the damage and you have this not very effective text. But it's really not a big deal if you get it. Seconds, I think, roughly, maybe 1. I never timed it. It feels like more than it is.
Yeah, it's more annoying than anything, but like this. You lose 1 HP and 5 seconds.
Yeah, it looks more impressive than it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can finally challenge Watson. What we will do here is we need an X speed to outspeed the Magneton on this fight, and the Magnemite.
Oh, the Magnemite is 30, yeah.
Magnemite is 30. I'm bad with Pokemon names today. Just can't remember them. So we will Water Gun that first to prevent that sturdy proc. Just is a little bit optimal, and we also don't want to use Watson to use a healing item, which is also slower. So yeah.
And the most interesting thing about this fight is going to be whether we win the speed tie against wartab.
Yes. Once again, just the same thing. You lose 1 or 2 seconds. It doesn't matter too much. It's just more of a are you annoyed or not. Yeah.
Yeah, like good luck trying to lose in this part of the game.
If you don't have good speed, like really minimum runnable speed, which you don't know yet when you get that, so you just think it's runnable and then you just get the lowest possible. You actually don't outspeed the Magneton, so you can get confused and won the speed type, very nice.
Congrats.
Can get confused by the Magneton and then bad stuff can happen, but that's like basically never the case. Okay, so we made it. Few cutscenes coming up, so if there's a donation, now is a good time.
There is. Isn't that just wonderful? We have €3 by Tucker Lerat saying, "Hey Ekman, aka guy who told me to Origin Pulse Glalie so that I could secure 3rd place in Alpha Sapphire, aka my goat. Good luck, Ekman."
Thank you, Tucker. I'm always there for you. So yeah, we beat the 3rd gym, so we finally get access to our first HM move that we use for the run, or we need for the run. It's Rock Smash. It will come up right here, so I'll feature it right in front of the rocks. And also use a Super Repel. And then we will probably see the most annoying part of this run, or past Rival 2, in my opinion. The rocks, when you smash them, there's 3 things that can happen. You can get an encounter, which is you cry. It's very slow. You can get an item, which is medium outcome. Fine with that. Max Ether, okay. We don't need that, but it's okay. Better than getting an encounter. And you can get nothing. So yeah, you can lose. We have to pass that rock once more, so you can lose like up to 30 seconds just because you get 1 in 3 twice. Which is quite annoying when you get that deep into the run. You just lose a significant amount of time to 1 in 3s. Quite frustrating when that happens, but we have to deal with it.
And we're used to stupid random chances everywhere.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah. So, my way up. Fiery path. I will pick up the person berries here. They will be very useful later on. Yeah, really, we need them for 3 battles at least. So no option to not pick them up.
Yeah, they heal confusion in battle.
Yeah.
When you are holding them, and it's just really nice how they work, especially in this game.
And this fight is actually the one where I picked up the full heal for Rival 2. This Bagon you KO in 2 hits, and it can use Dragon Breath and it can paralyze you. And if you get paralyzed, it's very, very, very bad.
Yikes.
I was scared for a second. Yeah, it didn't happen, but if you get paralyzed, you're slower than the Makuhita, and it's not a good time.
Hey, there's still a chance now.
What do you mean?
No fake out, and
yeah, okay.
this thing has 4 spam.
Okay, yeah. But it's very, very, very favored to use
Fake out, yeah.
fake out here.
That's why we use the X attack to burn the turn where we would get flinged most of the time anyway.
Exactly, and it's also to guarantee that 1 KO. Usually it does not die in 1 hit, and you have to stall a turn anyway, so perfect opportunity to use an X item. So we will get into the next cutscene. It's like the big last big one. That's like actually useless.
What do you mean? It teaches kids a very important lesson.
Yeah,
That whenever you encounter a stranger with massive bags under their eyes, you better follow them into that treehouse.
I
No?
never thought about that.
That is just a good lesson.
True, yeah. So yeah, we get secret power here. We don't need that for the run. It's just you mesh for 1 minute and wait until the cutscene is over. And you will say, you have to answer this guy. I will. Yeah. You're very happy.
Damn, flexing the exclamation mark.
Yeah, I like exclamation point marks. Sorry. As you could see in the beginning,
That's right.
they're everywhere. Yeah, almost done.
I wish they'd used this music in Fortree. But it's like a much slower version Fortree City.
How did I never realize that?
What?
I unironically never realized that this is the fortune. Okay, moving on. We will continue our movement. I will wait a second here, just to not bump into the girl there. And luckily we can ride around the trainer. That was not on screen, but there's a trainer on the bottom. And you have to fight her in the originals, but you can just go around her in this game. And she used to be the worst fight in the originals, or like one of the worst fights. So we are very happy to just dodge her completely. Some are bounced off the edge there, but that's okay. This Trapinch is, I think, a 9/16 range to die. You need like amazing attack, and even then it's still a range. It's basically never dies. Never expect to wanna KO this. But maybe it happens. Oh. Close. It doesn't matter. It loses a little bit of a turn, but nothing more.
Yeah, it's could be worse. Could be using dig,
Yeah.
which takes much longer.
Bulldoze is the second burst because now we're slower than Electric, I guess. But
Yeah, it's just it can be unfortunate because you can take too much damage here if you combine it with the next Pokemon. But I think with those defenses, I wouldn't be too scared.
I will heal.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like we need more money items, so we'll pick that up soon, and yeah, just make our way to the double battle, which is quite bad. Not outdoors, so I cannot ride the bike.
Good to know.
Fight this trainer. This trainer is very troll. It has an Aeron and it has Protect and it likes to protect a lot. Just wastes your turns again. You can't die here or anything, it's just potentially very slow if you get unlucky. Didn't get a turn 1, which is quite rare. Do I get the 2 turn? I do not.
Yeah, and the reason we don't bulldoze it is
Oh.
because it also has sturdy, just like some Pokemon before. Otherwise, obviously, that would kill immediately.
So I will heal to full here. Took a little bit too much damage. Yeah.
Okay, Spinner's in a nice position.
Yeah. It's like a little bit annoying to pass this one.
Yeah, if that Spinner is looking to the left side, you either wait longer or you kind of risk a movement where he will spin back.
Nice. Okay.
Nice, nice, no optional.
That movement was actually, in my opinion, the hardest in the run, you could say. To not get off the bike there, between the hiker and like the way the stairs can go down. Like one tile. It's pretty precise.
Yeah, that used to be considered unreasonable.
Yeah, when you practice it and you have your lineup with the texture on the ground, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you just run into the hiker. It happens, for sure. Okay, so this fight is pretty bad. Really don't want to see Swagger from the Mighty Anna on me. That confuses me and that's not good. I did get that. I hit through confusion though. So we should be fine, I hope. I think I will just heal the confusion on this turn. And hope the Grover will KO the Mighty Anna for me. I will just heal the confusion.
Yeah, the coughing is very generous. Only uses self-destruct in this battle, so damages the Mighty Anna a little bit and kills itself instantly.
Nice.
Nice, that is probably what we wanted here.
Yes, I think Mega Drain also killed or pursued, I don't know. Leaf Blade is the most damage it can do, so best. But yeah, good fight.
Good. Cannot complain about this at all.
Yeah, if I hit myself on the first turn there, it can go very, very southward very quickly, but didn't happen, luckily. So we made it. This fight is actually a lot worse in Alpha Sapphire because you have to first, before you attack on the first, you have to set up an X attack. So you have an extra turn of getting swaggered, basically, which just makes it much more likely to get swaggered.
Yes, and on top of that, it's not a coughing with like a guaranteed self-destruct chance, so it can go, I think, mud bomb, so it drops your accuracy. It can minimize.
Yes, it can. It is pretty bad. Potentially much worse than this. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I recently had a run in Alpha Sapphire where I missed 4 times in a row on the grinder.
That is amazing.
That's I didn't believe my eyeballs when I got that, but it did happen. So once again, we are happy to play this game. I am happy to play this game. Don't want to talk to you. Okay.
And luckily, this game also teleports you everywhere.
Yes.
Otherwise, we would have to do some nifty movement to the left and go through the cave, like in the originals.
Yeah. The originals have Abra, we have Brenton. Basically our Abra.
True. I never saw him like that, but now that you say it, there's something about him.
Very, very generous of him. Saves us a lot of movement we have to do. So we get back to Marvel here. And we will do another shop to get more healing items. Because we are slowly running out of them. And slowly the potions are not enough to heal us anymore. Have too much HP at this point. So yeah. And I will sell the Comet Shard I picked up from the ground. Very, very expensive item. We get a lot of money out of that. Yeah. So I will Hyper Potions, Full Heals, and Extra Pelts.
Nice, clean.
It can be very satisfying. We figured out a way to like do the shops so that you can do it very quickly with like pressing right and stuff. It's very satisfying when you get that done quickly. I hope we don't get an encounter. We got an encounter.
Rip. That is a 1 in 3.
So I would say that was not good. Get an item and the encounter is generally not good. I usually hope for like get an encounter or nothing or 2 items, that kind of stuff at most.
Yeah, well, it's like 18 seconds for 1 encounter. So that's quite unfortunate. But I don't think you can really complain about encounters in this run.
Yeah, no, I got pretty low.
Nice, Hiker also cooperated there. That spinner can be a little bit scary because you kind of, if you kind of wing it, he can even see you while turning, and it's not dangerous. It's just extremely slow.
Yeah, it's this thing called Aura Spinner where they can actually catch you while they are turning. They have the turning animation, so they can even see you in directions they normally don't look. So the hiker usually only looks left and right, but he turns like over the down side to the left. and he can catch you there, which definitely happens. And when you get that, like every runner of this game has gotten Aura Spinner before, and they will probably always be like, "What is going on? How did this happen?" But it's sadly normal. But we can play around that for basically all the spinners, which potentially dangerous to get caught. Can play around that. But this fight, pretty free. The Poochyena just dies. The coughing dies in 3 turns. And it can use Smokescreen, which shows you accuracy. And then things can go very wrong again. I think we found a recurring theme. Just missing moves. Yeah, ideally we just see Assurance or Clear Smog. And okay, good.
Perfect.
Also good HP for the next fight. So the strategy for the next fight is basically there's also leading a coughing, but this coughing is more tanky. We can't really KO it. We like 4 or 5 turns, I think. I think 5 turns with water gun. Pretty slow. The best way to go about it is to get self-destruct, and ideally you just get it turn 1. And it's not guaranteed to use it turn 1, even if you are in kill range for only self-destruct. Like every roll of self-destruct will kill me here. So I will heal here and hope it uses self-destruct on the first turn, and I could just move on with the battle.
Would be nice if we get it first turn. Nice.
Good.
Why does this happen today?
I don't know. It's pretty lucky so far. Yeah, it can waste a lot of time when you don't get self-destruct on the first turn. So nice. On to the last fight of this section. Before that, we will do a menu. I will equip the person berry we picked up for a move called Swagger. Heal to full and each strength. I didn't see it for a second. We don't need water moves anymore. Goodbye, water gun. Did well. So yeah, the general strategy for this fight is we equip the person berry, which heals your confusion, and the Mightyena that's leading knows Swagger, which raises our attack by 2 stages and confuses us. So the ideal way this fight will go is I set up an X attack, I get Swagger, I heal it with the person berry, then I get Swagger again, I set up an X speed on the turn, I heal the confusion from the second Swagger, and then I will just sweep everything. Sadly, that's not how it goes always. Swagger is only 90% accurate, so it can miss, and the Mightyena can also use Assurance. So a lot of potential to troll you, and you really want those attack boosts. It's almost mandatory to at least get to +3. Yeah, just hope that the Mightyena cooperates with you and uses Swagger and hits you. And there's really nothing more we can do. Just pray and we get hit. Attack.
Yeah, I missed Swagger. That's also one of the sadder things that can happen.
Oh my god, that's not
followed
good.
by no Swagger at all. So we have to compensate the missing
Oh god, this is not
Swaggers
good.
by using extra X attacks.
I think I can use one more. I really need to see
1 Swagger here. Nice. Okay, that is actually pretty nice now.
I'm at +2 now.
And with this attack, we actually guaranteed to not get trolled.
Yeah. The camera up is usually arranged to die, but since my attack is really good, so it still dies at +2. So kind of lucky, and I will have to 2-KO the Golbat. Very bad fight, but I just hope I don't get confused by this Golbat here. Hopefully it uses Wing Attack and not Confuse Ray.
Use 2 X attacks.
I
and
used
1
2.
Swagger, so you're...
Oh, I'm +3. Yeah, I can count it. Okay.
That was still not likely to kill.
It was still It was still only like a 16-16 range. So very
Yeah, I
lucky.
think I know what I did. I confused you. I said like it's luckily guaranteed on camera, but
Yeah.
it was fully guaranteed. Never mind.
I said +2 first, I think. Yeah, we got through. Everything worked out.
what is important in this situation is this battle can go wrong, and it didn't. So
Yes, it did.
kind of, but
The start was very rough, but we didn't die at the end.
yeah, you
that's
could
what
reset to show how it can go well.
I think I'm good. So we're done with this fight now, so I will re-equip my soft sand. We need it for plenary, and I will also heal to full. Okay, not entirely full, but full enough. Yeah, and make our way down to Lava Ridge.
With the most complicated movement of the game, which is holding straight down.
Yes, I also have to press A to reply my max repel.
True.
But yeah, nothing can go wrong. You just hold down and end up in Lava Ridge. I will not head to the gym directly. I will first talk to this guy and get Source Sense. Very, very, very good move. We need for Groudon later. And very fast to get. It's basically on the way. Yeah, we make our way to the gym. Make sure to not run into anybody here. It's usually free, but accidents happen.
Of course.
Of course, he turns right. I think I had to wait for too long for this guy, so I think I have to go to the left. I will just do that. I am scared. I didn't want to run into that guy. I think it would still work, but don't want to try that. Okay.
Yeah, sadly you cannot see where that spinner is really looking unless you have like really, really good eyes before. Otherwise you would have been standing on the sideways already looking to pass him faster after he spawned.
Yes. Generally, I think we should have mentioned that earlier, but the way we pass spinners, we just wait next to them and wait until they spin, and then if you react quickly, and which is not that quickly, you just need to react reasonably, and then you can safely pass them every time.
Yeah, there's only one spinner that is not fully guaranteed in this game because you can technically encounter just as you step in front of him. And but that fight is not really terrible because it is just before another optional battle, so you can just substitute that fight with the one that you do later normally.
It's in the forest, right after the forest. Puchiana we fought like right afterwards. Usually we have that saying, when you stop you get the encounter, so usually we don't care about the option, we just go through the grass and hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm convinced if you stop you get an encounter almost every time.
Yeah, everybody says that in this game. If you stop you get an encounter every time, that's just how it works.
Except today.
Except today. But today is special.
Also, fun fact, you can die to this battle. And you didn't say.
Can die?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very unreasonable to die here, but I've never seen anybody die here. I'm gonna be honest, and I have good special attacks, so
yeah, he doesn't watch me enough then.
Sorry, but I am your biggest fan. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Okay, so this Torkoal is 96% range to die. Very, very favored. The only problem is we have to hit 2 more mud shots. That's the other fight in the game where we need mud shot because Torkoal has insane defense. So we need a special move to KO it much faster.
Yeah, it also has body slam, which can paralyze you, but it usually doesn't go for it turn 1.
It has body slam?
Yes.
I have never seen that.
Well,
Okay.
that explains why you never died to it.
Okay, usually you just 2 KO and on the turn you give the Torkoal. Usually you see Sunny Day or Curse, which are both basically useless as long as you kill it on the next turn,
Mm-hmm.
which is the very standard thing that happens.
Absolutely.
So yeah, usually not a big issue, or almost always not an issue.
Alright, and that's how many badges? 4?
And good thing we have an Abra in this game, because now we have to get back to Petalburg. That's the second city of the game, and we just, yeah, Brenton just takes us there, happily, luckily.
So no poison stuff.
Yeah, we could get a rare candy in a desert now, but it's just nowhere worth it. Nowhere worth it. Words. Yeah. So on to the 5th gym, which is pretty brutal. All of the fights are pretty bad. First one is a Ducati with Attract. It can troll you very hard. But
you have a female Mudkip, so it'll be all good.
yeah, I just want to say that I have a female Mudkip, so there's not really anything that can go too wrong here. I will probably lose a turn because she will put me to sleep on the second turn. She will use an X accuracy, and then she usually uses Sing, puts me to sleep, then I heal the sleep, and then I KO. But when you're a male, you usually get Attract on the second turn, and then you coin flip for your life, basically. And can get very, very, very bad. I got doubles. Cool.
Nice, that is perfect.
And 2 times.
That
Wow.
is very perfect.
That's really, really good. Fast. Nice. Yeah. Prizes avoided. On to the next one. I will heal. I think it's worth it to heal, even if it's only 20 HP. The next Linoon is pretty bulky, pretty slow, and it can troll you. It has a move called Covet, which it basically steals your item that you hold currently, which means we deal like varying amounts of damage, and has this trainer has super or hyper potion. I don't remember which one. A healing item, and we
Super
want
potion, yeah.
we want to avoid like prey around so that he doesn't heal, ideally. So I will X attack, Fury Swipes, hopefully 2 turn. Oh, maybe now. Okay. Okay, that's terrible, but that's okay.
Well, at least it didn't do more than half.
That's scary. I will heal this.
Yeah, probably better.
I think I could have died here. Sure. Okay, I got the KO here.
I would go for it. YOLO.
Okay.
Nice, that is good.
It should die.
Yeah, so we get with the bestow we got the soft sandbag, which could clearly do more than what was needed to finish the health bar there.
And
so that is perfect.
Problem is I was still slower even after the 1 bulldozer used. So yeah, it could have used Covet again and stole my item again. I am at 65, right? I'm good. So this fight, this trainer uses a dire hit, which means it will crit very often, but we are fine. I'm pretty sure I have enough HP. Yes, I do. I do not die. So I just
very nice.
KO it in 3 turns. Might look scary, but it is perfectly good. Yes, I was never worried. Okay,
But does Crush Crit do more than Revenge Crit?
I thought so. Whatever, we didn't die. That's what matters. Beautiful, very important. Because we will start the fight, don't get crits, and you win. Oh. But if you get crit, you will die. Most likely. Norman will lead with a Pokemon called Slacking. Slacking has the ability
Truant.
Truant. Thank you. Which means it can only move every second turn. And we can, but it's very strong in return to only having like half the amount of turns. has a lot of power. So we actually need to use an X defense to be able to tank and boost and not die in one hit.
Yeah, especially the second slacking will hit us really hard because it has retaliate, which becomes twice as powerful when you killed an opponent in turn 4, which
Will happen here.
this will happen here. So yeah, this is
We will use a lot of steroids on our marsh jump here. First an X defense. Then we'll use. Okay.
Good start.
Okay. If you get crit on the very first turn, you actually do not die. You're actually when you're full HP on the first blocking, you're actually fine. Yeah, not a good start. But I think it's actually not that big of a deal. I used an X speed already, so I have to use 4 X attacks now. A lot of X attacks. Nope. That. I hope it uses Yawn. Good. So I rather to. I will heal here.
Okay, so far so good. No crit.
Heal on this turn, then it ruined. Then I will heal my sleep. On the turn he attacks me. That's not full heal.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, usually full heal is in that slot. And then we KO.
Did you use strength?
Yes.
Really? Is that intentional?
Oh. I didn't know it was slow. I have faster. Okay.
You could have used Yawn there.
I did use.
Oh. Okay.
I think I'm fine. Should be fine. I will KO this one. Then I will heal to full on the slacking. Then I heal my sleep. And then I heal to full again and then KO.
Yeah, so that is just for content, more chance to get crit.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's actually good, I think.
I think you have to. Oh, you don't have Rock Tomb.
That's a range.
You will. I think you will put in heal range. I think. Yeah, you have to go for it. You don't have Rock Tomb. No, that's not enough damage. I think.
Oh god.
I would go.
I just try bulldoze. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would have used another.
But it's okay. I think
Maybe Rock Smash.
yeah, Rock Smash. It heals here. I got swaggered, so I deal more damage, and I did too much damage.
Yeah, now you can just bulldoze.
Okay, it works out. Wow, that usually never happens. I've never seen swagger on this fight.
This guy is the luckiest guy on earth. I've never seen it with that low HP. That is correct. But yeah, got through it anyway.
Definitely, it definitely could have KO'd me here. Pretty sure. So I'm surprised it didn't go for the kills. But hey, we are alive.
It's just your lucky day.
Yes, fact. A pretty solid run. You didn't die yet, so nothing catastrophic happened yet. Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's actually true. Nothing outrageously bad happened.
Yes. And we're almost done with Marsh Jump. Almost time to move on.
Such.
Yeah. Okay. Big cutscene here. Baldy again. And we get Surf. Very good move. We'll use it a lot. And this time it's not Brenton but Wally that is our Abra to get us back to Marvel. We don't even have an option. Just get back there. The game forces us to go back there.
Yeah, even if we wanted to stay here and say pick up a rare candy that might be in Petalburg, we cannot do that.
Nope.
Even if we get Surf here, which is very sad, but that's just how it is. And now Marshton will become more and more a poor HM slave.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's almost fully evolved.
Yeah. Very sad.
Fun fact about this run, we actually don't use a single rare candy in Omega Ruby, which is, I think, pretty sure the only Pokemon run where we don't use one. Or only... Okay, I didn't mean to close. I didn't see that that was my last potion. And I will teach surf right away. I need it. Cross the sea. And I also need it for the next battle.
Meanwhile, me thinking if there's other runs with without rare candies, but yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. It's just... For Marsh Tomb, it's not reasonable. You can't really get one. That's like on the way. And Latios, which we are about to get now, doesn't need it. We're just cruising through the part of the game with Latios. And Groudon also doesn't really need it. It doesn't change anything if you have rare candy or not. So it's just not worth it.
Actually,
Okay, put on...
in I think in Pokemon Sword and Shield with the any percent with DLC, I don't think
Okay.
you always use rare candies.
Okay, you don't need rare candies when you use a level 70 Pokemon from like the first
Actually,
badge on.
I think you still use some. But yeah, it's I don't think you need them.
Yeah.
But that's really, I guess that doesn't count.
It's the only mainline run or like main run. Considered main category.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty sure. I thought about it a lot and I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, it's definitely not common that your Pokemon are just good enough like that.
Yeah. It just shows how consistent this game is. We just... Basically from here on out, it's just smooth sailing. We don't have a lot of issues anymore. At least for the next hour. Like, there's not a whole lot that can go wrong. We just, yeah, need to make it through.
Yeah, and things align quite well here, damage-wise and speed-wise for Latios, which we will get later. Which is not so much the case for Latias, where it actually aligns pretty poorly. Just even speed-wise, even if you have like the most common stat in speed, which is 31 IV speed, you speed tie the dangerous Pokemon, which are Torpedoes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah, but first we have to win this fight. It's pretty free. We just surf ×2 and win. Not a whole lot that can go wrong. Metang can miss 10 headbutt on the coughing. But even then it's still okay because he 2-KO both Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, with better special attack we could have used our torrent ability on the camera, but this is just not good enough to risk it.
And we also weren't in Torrent in the first place.
No?
No, I had like 50 HP.
Oh, really? Oh yeah,
get-
right, you used it with the potion, never mind.
Exactly. So it like
And now you're torrent.
now I'm a Torrent. Now this really dies.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you need like really, really good special attack. Like almost maximum to be able to...
Reliably one shot, yeah.
Exactly. Even if you don't want a shot, it's usually fine, I think. But yeah, it can be scary if you die and miss the one hit. Then you suddenly lose because Steven only has one Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah, and yeah, I
Somehow.
think this is the worst place to die in because
Yeah.
it literally takes like over 5 minutes to come back here because you spawn back in a Little Root Town.
Yeah, back in the
And you don't have Mr. Briny waiting for the boat, so you have to bike all the way back to here, basically. So that is a long trip.
Can you go through like Oldale and then to the right? And
Yes, I think that's the fastest. But
that's not 5 minutes.
it is
Really?
it is really slow, and especially since you don't know the movement
Oh yeah, true.
and have to dodge all the trainers,
There are a lot of trainers, yeah.
and you don't know where they are in this game, so
Okay.
it's really not easy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Good point. But yeah, we got our Latios now. It's a very, very good Pokemon. And we are once again happy we play this game. Latias is much, much, much worse. It's more defensive, has less special attack. And ironically, Latias would need the extra special attack much, much more than Latios does. Latios would be fine with less special attack still. But no, it's just, yeah, you really have no issues, basically, at all. So I will drop it to the front. Surf. And and look at my stats.
That is very good.
That's very good. That's maximum special attack. And pretty good speed. It's not best speed you can have, but it's good enough for sure.
Yeah, not a big deal at all.
Could have gone. I didn't want to risk it. Okay. Yeah, make our way to the Weather Institute. Don't run into any optionals here. We can actually just go straight to the Weather Institute. We don't need to pick up any items. Very convenient. Like there's an elixir and a max on the route. We don't need that. We just straight go to the next battle. Yeah. So my special attack is perfect. So we really, even the few ranges that exist, which are just not even close, being dangerous. Very, very smooth sailing.
You should click that fancy button on the bottom.
I don't know. I like that my Lattice is not an airplane.
Yeah, Mega Evolving is not exactly a fast activity, even when you disable battle animations. Especially first time. Get a nice animation on May as well.
It is very pretty, but it is not useful. Don't need it. Okay. So we basically, the biggest issue with the Latios section is the Mighty Annas. We always tweet kill those, and they can use Swagger, and it's just annoying when you get Swaggered, and then you have to heal the confusion, you lose a turn, and then they attack you for a lot of damage because they have Assurance, which does a ton, actually. So yeah. Don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, I
guess that works as well.
I think you need really high special attack to be able to KO this in one hit with Dragon Breath. I think it's also the only Mighty Anna that dies in one hit to a crit. So yeah,
I have no idea.
I think, pretty sure. Tabitha has a camera up. How's the ability called? Hard Rock?
Solid Rock.
Solid Rock. It has the ability Solid Rock. It takes less damage from wartab moves, but it still dies very comfortably. If you have a really, really bad special attack, it might survive sometimes. No issues at all. Yeah. Now we get the best Pokemon of this run. We main switch again.
Oh yeah.
We get Castrom. It's in our party. That's about it.
Hey, no, it's also really useful because it gives us an item, Mystic Water.
Okay, that's actually true.
Which is really just happens to be extremely convenient for the run.
Yeah. I don't know about all of the items that boost your attack, or boost from like a certain type, but we get the normal type boost, we get the ground type boost, and the water type boost, which is very conveniently like basically all the moves we use in this run, for the most part. So yeah.
Yeah, for example, Miracle Seed requires you to get cut, teach it to another Pokemon, and obtain a Pokemon that even learns cut, for example.
Exactly.
So that is just so much slower, and in this game they just happen to be like just spread around left and right, even given to you for free in some cases. Just very nice.
Yeah. This fight is basically it is free. Nothing can happen here. I can't die here. Since my special attack is so good, I will use an X special attack on Grover, and then I'll be able to one-hit KO both Grover and Whaler afterwards.
One of my only contributions to the route in Omega Ruby.
Hey, that's a good contribution. Yeah. This just dies. Usually you just two-hit KO both. Actually want to look at my defense. And we're done with Brenton 3.
Which was the easiest, no, the second easiest after Rival 1.
Yeah.
And Rival 4 is another story though.
That
Especially in this game. It's like probably the only battle that favors Latias.
But first the menu, we will teach fly. Don't need it as an attacking move, but we just need it to be able to fly. Conveniently, Latios can fly. Just use that. And we heal to full. And we equip the Mystic Water we were talking about to boost our serve. Yeah. And then we make our way to 4-3. In this game we can somehow, for some reason, bike up here. Very, very nice addition. In the originals you couldn't. You had to walk. We can just bike. They didn't even take the next step of running. Just skip that. And yeah. And we can't enter the gym yet. There's something blocking it. First we need to get, I forgot the name, Devilcorp? An item to make it visible.
Devil's Scope, I think.
Devil's Scope. So we have to get it from Steven first. We get an extra fight here where we just run away. Oh, it's a Kecleon.
Kick. It's actually fairly high level too.
Yeah, it's almost our level.
But still not good.
No.
Luckily you can just run from it. Very intriguing battle style.
It's a little bit strange, but the game doesn't care. Just wants to show us that this exists. Because Kecleon is blocking the gym, so yeah. Need to know that, I guess.
Yeah, so now a little bit of backtracking, going back to the gym,
Yes,
and ideally not hit any trainers.
that's hopefully what I will do. It's not that hard when you are patient, but it's hard to be patient sometimes.
Yeah, it's tempting to YOLO a little bit of a cycle.
Yeah, you can sometimes like see them spin, and then you just go, because you hope that they don't spin again, even if they could, theoretically.
Yep.
But yeah, I will not do that. I will just wait out, like a good boy, and wait.
Didn't technically wait.
That was safe though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was safe.
yeah, of course. Of course,
Oh my
Ekman.
god. Okay, nobody saw that. That was...
So what?
I don't know. How did I get here? Okay. This part... This guy can't see you on the lowest tile, so you can just pass him. And I did not forget to save. Very nice.
Very impressive.
Thank you. I think I'm speed-tied with the Swallow. I'm not sure.
Seems likely it's like 70, what? 70?
I had 77, and
So you might be speed-tied, yeah.
yeah, probably speed-tied. No, I'm probably faster. Plus 2 ways faster.
It's 78?
I had 77.
But it's...
Hey,
Oh, yeah, okay. Never
I-
mind me.
I'm faster than Swallow.
Probably, yeah.
So, and it will take about 20 damage from quick attack. It has quick attack, so we'll have to play around that. That happens. And it can also use double team, which, once again, if we miss, it just usually gets worse and worse every turn. Hope I get through it on the first turn. It didn't use it, so it's fine. Which is good.
Yeah, and with this special attack, only 2 X special attacks needed.
Yes.
That's all very optimal.
Usually only 2 needed. Usually you need like bad special attack, not need to go to +3. I think that was a sentence.
Yeah, you need bad special attack to use 3x.
Yeah, exactly.
It's norm for Latias to go for 3x items here, but
I think we didn't mention Latios and all legendaries in this game have 3 perfect IVs guaranteed, which makes it just much more likely to have a good Latios or a good Latias. Usually one stat that you need, like speed or special attack, is guaranteed. Usually, sometimes both, and then it's usually very nice to have. Yeah, but no issues here. I got protect from pallet bar, but that's normal. Sometimes it just randomly doesn't go for it for some reason. AI sometimes is weird. And yeah, our way to Vampire. Pretty big movement section coming up, but it's not that hard. When you compare it to the originals again, it's quite easy to just navigate around. No spinners or objects.
Or even
Pay attention.
detours to go someplace early.
Like we could get in Rakani, for example, on the way, but we just don't need it. Go straight to. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Try.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Nice stars in the water.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful scenery. I will pick up more person berries. You don't need to pick up those person berries anymore. Usually the 3 I picked up earlier are enough. But once again, for safety, they are basically on the way. Might as well just grab them real quick.
Don't forget to talk to Skitty.
Thank you, I'm good.
Wow.
Mainly don't forget to talk to Nurse Joy.
That's for good luck though.
No, I don't need good luck. I only need good execution.
Alright, that's famous last word.
It's actually possible to run into encounters here with Repel. There's like Pokemon come up from the ground where you can see them, and then you can slowly approach them usually. But they can also spawn like right on top of you, and then you just get the encounter right away. It did happen to me before, I think twice. Yeah, very unlucky when it happens. Nothing you can do.
And in this game you actually go upstairs to go up the mountain.
Yeah. They actually go through the building. Make our way up on fire to fight more magma grunts. The biggest issue, as I was saying earlier, is usually the Maitienas. They die in 2 turns, but you can get Swagger, which just wastes a turn. And they actually hit you pretty hard. They have Assurance. Deals quite a lot of damage. Yeah.
Also a nice touch that they had in those 2 games is that they mirrored where the trainers are between Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby in this path. Which was not just a nice touch. Completely unnecessary, but just interesting.
Then on the opposite sides. Okay. So, normal is pretty free. But it's quite sad that it's still a normal at this point in the game.
Lucky it's only a command.
And just add one. Dragon Breath. Hope we don't get Swagger. That's perfect. Embargo, we can't use items anymore. We don't want to see that later on, but for now it's really good. It's just a free 2-hit KO.
And fun fact, embargoes also disables held items.
Yes, I know that.
So that is something we weren't fully aware of when we ran the game before.
Since Stab is a thing, which means same time attack bonus, so Dragon Breath. Without Mystic Water, Dragon Breath and Surf would be the same power, basically. But since we have Mystic Water, Surf is a little bit stronger. But not if you get Embargoes. Then they are the same strength. Got Assurance. Didn't matter because I was full HP from the last Maitena. Not a big deal. Better than seeing Swagger, that's sure. And yeah, got through Vampire without any issues. Very nice. and we will end with the most scary fight, a single Camerot that like really explodes from one serve.
Which I don't even think it has solid rock.
Yeah.
Or does it? Or maybe it just dies anyway.
I don't.
I forgot.
I never checked. I didn't. I just know that it always dies.
Yeah.
Even with minimum special attack, it just dies every time.
Correct.
Which is, we are happy to play this game because Alpha Sapphire has like one of the worst fights.
Yeah, there's so much nothing happening in Omega Ruby here that it's just more interesting to talk about how badly everything can go in Alpha Sapphire. In Alpha Sapphire, this is a Sharpedo that never dies in one hit.
And you're pretty often slower.
Slower, and even if you're not slower, you will always become slower. You get ice fanged, frozen, flinched, all the nice stuff.
Yeah.
And you die in 2 hits.
And we just press surf and win.
Yep, that is sad.
So now we have to go back to Slateport City. Because there's stuff going on with like a submarine to help. Convenient. Because we have to go there anyway at some point because we need more X items.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just do that while we're there. So yeah, quite convenient that we need to go there anyway for the story.
Yeah, and something nice they improved compared to the other Gen 6 game XY is that the bottom screen has more features. So in XY you would have to open your Pokemon menu to fly, but here you can just press the map and it opens the fly menu, which is quite convenient.
I forgot to heal, but I didn't forget. I do it now. It doesn't matter what order I do it.
Yeah.
Go to the mart, buy more items. Okay, weird place for the repel to wear out. And buy the rest of the max repels, all I need for the game. Buy revives and buy full resource. And that's all the items we need to beat this game.
Yeah, unless stuff really goes south from here, but I don't.
I still have 2 hyper potions.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I really don't hope this now.
if I need to buy more full resource,
I can do it just before the Elite Four, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
not that big of a deal, but you really should not have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
In this fight, in this game, we actually have to fight 2 grunts in the harbor. I think it's the harbor.
Mm-hmm.
In the originals, you just did the cutscene and you could go. They're actually fights now. They are not a big deal. They're pretty free. Just once again the recurring theme of don't get trolled by Matiana.
Yeah, nope. Don't get crit.
Yeah, if you have bad defensive stats and bad HP, you can actually die in 1 hit from Matiana Assurance crit, which did happen to me before.
That is sad.
That's also the main reason why I picked up the the revive, way back after level 2, in case that specific thing happens on Bonfire, where I get crit and die in 1 hit.
Yeah, you should be safe with 3 revives.
Yeah, there's nothing. Or like, I would be surprised if I had to use water from here on, but just have them in case. Ouch. Okay. A little bit annoying that I got assurance again, so I have to heal again before after this fight is over. This fight is completely free, nothing can happen. Well, it can happen if you have bad Latios, maybe, sometimes. But we're just gonna have a 2-turn. Be over, get it done.
Yeah, this is basically an auto-scroller here.
Yeah.
Not so much in next battle, but
yeah, the next battle is probably the hardest one with Latios.
yeah, there's a few cutscenes here, so until that massive battle happens, if you have a message or something, you can let us know.
Yes, I figured we could talk a little bit about a bonus game coming up at the next milestone of 4,000 euros. This bonus game is Pokemon Blue. It says any percent no item underflow. I've been heard there's a few more things to it, but it seems very, very cool indeed. Love myself some weird Pokemon Blue routing things. Curious to see that. And also just to quickly mention that we are still raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues. Mind strives to provide support to individuals and families facing mental health challenges, and all your donations go to it. Just because it is this deep in the night, it doesn't mean we cannot stop. Doesn't mean we can stop, just being cool and dropping a few donos, right?
Right.
Okay, nobody saw that. Good. They were all paid too much attention to donating.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Also, we won Pokemon Blue, by the way, so you better get this going, guys.
Yeah. Good run. Good runner. Perfect combo.
I like how to save one tile of movement, you bonked like 5 times.
I said nothing happened.
No,
God.
I saw it.
God damn it. Okay, this fight can be very troll. The Swallow is once again Aerial Ace and has Aerial Ace and Double Team. That's the other move. Yeah, really want to hit here. Really want to hit here.
We'll probably go for agility here. No,
Oh no.
okay.
Please hit. Ooh. Okay.
But that could have been much worse.
Yeah. If I had missed again, that's where it would have been really bad. So this Sceptile is pretty troll, but since I'm not in kill range, it has dual chop, deals a ton of damage. Like you will see here. Wow.
That is okay. We are still faster thanks to the X speed.
Yes. I was sure I was dead. Okay, lucky.
I think there was a world where that was not surviving.
Yeah, same. I was sure I was dead.
Right. This is Omega dead though.
Yes, my cargo is goodbye. Good night. And Wailord true? No, Wailord not.
No, you have to heal.
Oh wait, I have to. Another +2 special attack. It's okay. Oh wait, it actually deals a little bit of damage with Water Spout now. Which is fine. That's the perch again. I think I maybe I could have Dragon Breath, but
Probably would have even died to surf.
yeah, it probably would have died, but I will Leper Berry Luster Perch anyway, which restores my PP. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I use it.
Surf would have been a flex though.
So I will menu.
Yeah, your surf PP are kind of valuable, so you don't want to waste them too much. Luster Perch. Yeah.
Okay, it wouldn't have been that bad. I can pick up more PP items up. Yeah, later. But I think I did. I need that Leper for E4 later. The second one. And we make our way into Magma Hideouts.
Place I cannot navigate.
Yeah, it's basically just like Vampire. They basically mirrored the hideout. So whenever you have to go left here, you have to go right in Alpha Sapphire, and trainers are also in different places, so it's very confusing when you run both games. You can get lost in here and run into trainers. That's definitely happens. Yeah.
But at least it's fair. It's the same amount of trainers that are mandatory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just swap them around. Basically, you always have to fight the counterpart in the game, which you can dodge in one game, you have to fight in another game.
Very considerate of Game Freak. Wow, I definitely believed in that one shot.
But I told you, I knew it. Only the very first one dies to crits. But it was close. I actually have to menu again, I think. I have to take off my Mystic Water because my special attack is so good.
It is like the saddest statement ever.
Yeah, it's a very big problem. And basically, when my special attack is too high, I will put Pokemon on TNL. I will put Lunatone into heal range, so deal too much damage, and that's an issue. Or can be an issue. Light screen and sunny day, and if things go wrong, it can be really bad.
And healing and
Yeah, it's very slow, so it's just faster to take off Mystic Water. And just
don't pull an etiquette.
It make sure to talk diagonally here. If you talk to the other Pokeballs, you get
Electrode.
ability. Yeah, Electrode. And they are very fast, and you will not be able to run away, and they will explode on you. So a lot of damage. Definitely happened before to me. So always make sure to look diagonally here and pick up the Master Ball.
Yeah, better make sure twice.
So we picked up the Master Ball. I think obvious reasons we catch Groudon later. Don't have any other balls at the moment at all, and it's also like really bad catch rate. Really bad catch rate.
Yeah, unlike most other legendaries in these generations, the box legendary is not does not have an increased catch rate. So, for example, if you catch, even in this game, Rayquaza with a quick ball, it's gonna be 40%, but not with Rayquaza, not with a Groudon and Kyogre for some reason. In fact, you do not even have to catch them. You can beat them.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want to do here.
No, definitely not. Latios is like, and Latias are terrible for E4. I think every 4.
Yeah, they're weak to every typing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how it's possible. That's crazy. That's just how it worked out. But yeah.
Yeah, Latios is weak to Dark, which is the first one.
Also, very good battle here. We have to make sure to really KO the Pokémoners. It's really working hard, calculating everything. Oh, they do all die. What a surprise.
That's just amazing animation.
Yeah, like a dominoes, just all falling over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like weak to Dark, Ghost, Ice, and Dragon. So it's just amazing how.
It doesn't have any more weaknesses, right?
No.
Yeah, that's
also like 3 in the morning, so I don't remember.
Nobody will find it. Latios doesn't have any more. This is
has fairy.
Weaknesses. It's a part. Damn, I forgot that's part of this game. Yeah. Whatever. It's not good for E4, so we need to cover legendary for sure. Once again, a camera out. Oh no, it will die in one hit. Once again, Sapphire has a bad time here.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
A little bit better, but still not good. Still dangerous, still scary.
Yeah, Latias actually needs a Grass Knot to deal with all the Sharpedos, which is completely unnecessary for Latios. But luckily, that is at least not too much out of your way to get.
Okay, so we are done with the hideout, so we can make our way to the next gym.
Yeah, take the shortcut out.
Still a pretty long way. I don't know why that way is that long, that path at the end. They could have just made it immediately, but I guess whatever.
Don't ask.
I'm not. So, surfing. Do not surf into any spinners, once again. It's pretty easy. You just have to remember the route a little bit. Not right into the island. Also something. Yeah, we are there. And go straight to the gym.
With the improved layout compared to Gen 3.
Yeah, it's a little bit more clear what you have to do.
Yeah, no trainer is mandatory here. Once again, they can all be dodged. Some of them are spinners.
I think the last mandatory trainer, this was not a gym trainer or a Team Magma member, was then in Norman's gym.
Yeah.
After that, we just only have to fight gym leaders or Team Magma and Brandon.
And Wally.
Okay, that's coming. I mean, Victory Road doesn't count. There's
Oh yeah, right, there's out of 7. Yeah, silly.
besides Victory Road. But other than that, it's just a very fast-paced game, I would say.
So what you're saying is you're not going to fall down in the ice puzzle?
Surely. It is my specialty, but I will try to avoid that. It's really, really, really bad when you fall. You have to, depending on where you fall, you have to fight like up to 2 optionals. I didn't take off my Mystic Water. Good thing I talked about it. Now I look dumb.
But I think that with your special attack, you can actually just skip the first special
I'm
attack.
pretty sure I can skip it as well.
Thank you, Tucker, for calculating this.
Thank you, Tucker. He saved me. Paying me back.
Hopefully he was right though.
Hopefully, yeah. So usually what you do here is you surf with Latios. It's a double battle. That's the gimmick of this fight. And you use an X special attack on your friend once turn. And then you usually put them into like 1/3 HP, half HP, something like that. They don't do anything or attack Marshtomp, and then you just pull out Cast Form or just use Surf again and use another X special attack, and then that's how this fight usually goes. I will actually skip the X special attack, not put Lunatone into heal range. What do I do here?
I think Surf to guarantee the range or something, no?
It's okay.
It doesn't matter. You could even flex the no X special here.
I will not do that.
No, there's like 1% chance that this isn't enough for Lunatone, then that would look stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not sure if Lunatone is guaranteed to die here, so I don't want to take any risks. Just get the victory. Yeah, very easy battle. When you compare that to the originals, it's a joke. The originals, it's probably the most complex fight in like entire Pokemon.
While here it's the easiest.
It's usually you just very easy. You don't have to think at all. Yeah. And we have our 7th badge now.
And progressing the story more. Now this is gonna be a little bit cutscene intensive.
Yeah, it's not a lot of happening for like the next 20 minutes. Not a lot of fights. But yeah. First, we see that the world is like exploding in middle of nowhere.
And this part is also where I struggled as a kid. I don't know about people, but I couldn't find dive to save my life. Because when you played this in Gen 3, you had to just guess you have to go to Stephen's house here. Unless you read the one time they tell you about it.
Yeah, the originals has some issues. It has the same issue with Surf. You get it from Wally's parents. In the originals, you have to go there yourself, so you can just miss it.
Yeah.
And it's actually possible to get soft lock yourself if you teleport back to Dewford when Briny is not there. Or like after the 5th gym, he just disappears. So you don't have Surf and you're stuck on Dewford. So you don't get off.
Yeah, but that's still tricky to achieve.
Yeah, that's tricky. But it is possible. But they already fixed that in Emerald. They added a cutscene where they just get Surf mandatory. And I think also dive. I think at least you have like more of a meet me at my house.
Really? I played Emerald and I didn't know what to do.
Okay, so I got dive. As we were talking about, I will teach that right away. We will need it right away. And with that, the evolution of Marshtomp to an HM friend is complete. Not Cast Form. Yep. Another reason why we need, or Marshall is so good for this run. Just, we can learn everything we need for this run. Very convenient. Don't have to catch anything that's not mandatory, basically, other than Groudon, which is free.
Yeah, all the Pokemon you get are perfect for the run.
Yeah.
Because the Latios learns the Fly HM on top of that, and even if we already have 4 HMs, Latios also conveniently learns Waterfall, which is the last HM we need.
Exactly. Game has us covered for everything.
Yeah, and even if we didn't have Latios, we could just unlearn Rock Smash here, that would still be faster, because we don't need it anymore.
Yeah. So, we are listening to the best route theme. I love the dive theme, it's so good. You'll get to hear it for like 3 seconds. But those 3 seconds, they are good.
I don't know, I prefer the surf theme.
Okay, I do not trust you anymore. Yeah. Push the boulder. Not run into the spinner afterwards. It is.
Don't dismount.
Of course I don't. Why would I ever dismount? Okay. I was a little scared after I said that, but nothing happened. Yeah. It's personally probably my least favorite spinner to pass in the entire game, this one. But we made it. Didn't happen.
Also, ironically, it is fast to bonk into walls where you have to surf on. Because otherwise it plays a small animation before you can actually surf for some reason.
Yeah, you like bonk to the water and then it just stops you slowly. It's like almost 2 seconds, I think.
Yeah,
so
it's really slow.
It's really want to avoid that. Okay, taunt, that's
perfect.
Amazing. Did not get trolled at all by my team. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. We have 1 more to go, but that's very likely to be free. Very much favored.
Yeah.
Also, we get to the funny puzzle, which I will not dismount for, of course. Doing this puzzle on the bike can be very tricky. You can bonk a lot. I might bonk a lot.
Just do it on the right side, much easier.
Oh, that was good.
Very nice, very nice. Except for the last bonk there.
Why can you never just... Okay, whatever. That was actually really fast. Where I got
that was
through
very nice.
The small gap. Usually you bonk on either of the rocks and then you're just stuck. Basically what I did before Rival 4. That's what happens here. And I will say, for the very small chance that I get trolled by this next Matiana. Basically, the Max AI will work out like that. We are faster and he wants to lower our speed. So what we do, we use a guard spec, which prevents him from lowering our stats. So he just uses Scary Face, which does nothing, since we have guard spec up, and then we can just set up all the X items we need, and then we just sweep everything.
Yeah, you will spam the Scary Face move, which, funnily enough, is the last game where the AI will do that. Starting Gen 7, they stopped doing that after guard spec. So it became smarter.
But there is a small chance that it uses Embargo, which is very, very bad because we can't use items anymore if that happens. But it's like really, really rare, so it should not happen.
Very nice.
Speed.
This guarantees we outspeed the Crobat. That is also kind of rare.
But that's, I think, good because it guarantees the range, I think. But it makes it...
Yeah, I think it guarantees the range.
So I should die here.
Nice.
Good. And we are
perfect.
It's a range. It was 11 and 16 to die to that surf. But with the takedown recoil, pretty sure it was guaranteed. At least a 15. Maybe 1 more wouldn't have killed. It's very rare to go for takedown. It's like strange that it didn't spam Scary Face, but used taunt and takedown.
Yeah, you absolutely won't be faster than this Crobat because it has haze, which would remove your special attack boost. I'm pretty sure Crobat would no longer die after that. Or with this camera, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Does it... Wait, does it lose its typing? I forgot.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. We used an XP, so that
Yeah.
should never happen unless you do something wrong.
Yeah. This is pretty free.
Okay, and now we're done with Latios. Very smooth action. Nothing terrible happened. And now is a lot of cutscenes. Basically, the world is going to melt from the sun.
And from the music.
What do you mean? Music is great.
No, it's not.
I think I'm like, I know one other person who thinks the broad theme is good, other than myself. It's a very unpopular opinion, but I have that opinion.
I mean, it's unpopular because it's wrong.
You can argue about that. My opinion. Yeah. Jordan is awakening now. It's for when you are on like a run for PP pace, it's somewhat nice to have like this down phase where you just calm down a little bit, have like just a little bit of gameplay, but which is not hard. You just have a little bit of movement and can prepare for the end game. Get ready for it.
It's good. It makes no sense.
You just teleported to the top.
Exactly.
Now the sun is a deadly laser. And it makes its way to Sotopolis, which is also the location for the eighth gym. Very big coincidence.
With the probably most difficult puzzle.
Yeah, it's kind of it's very easy to mess up. You need to take one wrong step, and then it's pretty often it's just already over when you take one wrong step.
Yeah, because unlike Gen 3, in this game you can run on the ice puzzle, which makes it much more scary.
And you can also go diagonally.
Yeah, you can go
Accidentally.
diagonally. So if you fat finger on the 3DS, not a good time.
Do I save for the ice puzzle?
No.
Okay, good. We have one opinion. That's good.
Why would you? You will not fall down. You said it yourself.
True. What was I thinking? Nonsense. But yeah, this is the lovely theme we were talking about.
Already got a headache?
It's great. It's like the perfect beat to bob your head to.
I don't see it. No. Don't make this. Don't make this become a thing, please.
I try real hard. Nobody accepts it. Yeah, in Alpha Sapphire you have like this cool music where you don't think the world is going down.
I have the rain.
You think it's like you're just grooving and chilling, but it's not the case. The world is flooding with water.
That's okay.
Okay. So yeah, we can finally move on.
That's a boiling Pelipper.
It does not have a good time here. That's for sure. And we are at Sotopolis. Very quick. We replaced one good team with the other good team.
Yeah. Does this seem like everything is about to die?
more talking, a lot of talking actually. They explain like the whole thing. There's this cave where the legendary is in, and for some reason you're the only person who's allowed to go in there because you got the blue orb on Vampire, so nobody else is allowed to enter.
Yeah, this is also where your hands start hurting after playing the game for a while.
Yeah, the way you mesh in this game, we have time to talk about it, is basically you have 3 inputs you can press. You have the A button, you have the B button, and you have the touch screen. And to do it optimally, you hold either A or B down, and then you mesh the other one. So usually you hold L, which is A, then you mesh B, and then you mesh the touch screen with your thumb. That's how I do it, and I think that's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah, that's how I do it as well.
And it's not that bad, but a lot of people have problems with it, and if you do it for a long time, like a 3-hour run, it definitely can start to hurt your hands. That's definitely what happens and will happen. There's a lot of text in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily hurt, but they definitely get tired.
Yeah, that's more accurate. I never really had my hands never really hurt, but I didn't know my hands could feel like my legs after I ran a marathon, right? Like that's how I feel. Like you're just exhausted. I didn't know that is a thing for your hands. If we have like, now is still a good time for messages, if there's anything you want to say.
Yeah, I figured since there's a lot of talking in game, I might as well talk over them instead.
Yes.
Because, you know, we do want to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. But, you know, if you want to support our events as well, doing something along the lines of subscribing with your Prime Gaming subscription would support both ESA and BSG, and you get a bunch of cool emotes, and of course you get to support both of us. Very, very cool. And yeah, get your donations in as well. We're still raising money for a wonderful charity.
So we can finally go down the cave. Movement is very free, even though I just bonked. In the originals, it's dark and you have a mug bike. It's not a good time. Here you see it's not dark for some reason.
It's scary.
Yeah, there are a lot of screams. But yeah. Yeah. Get into our fancy suit so that we don't burn when we go near the magma lava.
Very convenient.
Yes.
Groudon appearing out of this white screen. Good transition.
Yeah, transitions are a thing in Pokemon.
Yeah.
They mastered them.
They don't care.
They just flashbang you and then things appear. So now we jump onto Legendary for some reason. It looks like it's fun. And we are almost there. We can fight it. Basically. This is like the slowest part of the game. Like after you are done with Roxanne pretty much. Like the biggest part where you're just waiting for things to be over.
Yeah, for me, after this part, it's gonna be more interesting again.
Not right after.
No, not immediately, but there's still like some tension whether your Groudon is good or not good.
But same thing with Latios, as with Latios, it has guaranteed 3 perfect stats, which makes it much more reasonable to get a good Groudon overall. the cutscene, it transforms into its how's it called? This form?
Primal reversion.
Primal. So it's more big and evil.
Yeah, the primal reversion on Groudon gives it permanent drought and also makes it completely immune to water moves. And
It also gets the fire type.
yeah, it gets fire type, I'm sorry, that's true. Which is where it is nice that it becomes immune to water moves.
Because Drought itself is pretty useless for Groudon since you want to use Earthquake mainly, so it doesn't boost it anything.
Yeah.
But if you do like, if you have this Groudon, water moves are useless, ice moves are useless, and you also get the sun fire typing, so it's very, very broken. And we just catch it.
Yeah, and that is actually something that is used in this run. Like, that is a good thing in this run. I mean,
Yes.
It's not really used, but it's like convenient that it is a thing. And that the AI doesn't seem to be aware of too.
Now that we called it and we saved the world, it's time for a 2-minute break.
Exactly. When you can rest your hands from all the smashing.
Actually 2 minutes of just a cutscene, no talking at all. I think I've never seen this cutscene, I'm gonna be honest. I think I always use it as a bathroom break for the end game.
Well then,
I'm
go.
I'm amazed.
So you will witness a cutscene now, or are you still gonna take your break now?
I think it's a little too late now to start taking the break now. Yeah. It's the only break in the game where you actually can leave and don't have to do anything.
But it's a beautiful cutscene.
Yeah.
With a beautiful music and many emotions.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, everybody's happy. World saved. Let me get my 8th badge, please.
Yeah, the 8th badge is the water badge. But somehow it's easier for Groudon to beat that than Kyogre.
Yeah, I mean, we have, mainly because we have a move that makes this neutral against water, and Kyogre doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So it has to work with Surf. We have Earthquake. And since we have Drought, it's not that scary since water moves don't deal that much damage anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty free with Groudon. But it's a lot harder with Kyogre. Which is, I think, almost the only fight. No, not the only.
Yeah, the other ones are pretty equivalent or better.
I mean, it's the only fight where
Yeah.
Kyogre is worse.
Oh, yeah.
But besides Station. Okay, so big menu coming up after a lot more talking. We will equip, we will teach 3 moves on our Groudon: Smackdown, Sword Stance, and Overheat. All of them, Smackdown and Overheat, we just got through the story TMs. Very convenient. And Sword Stance we picked up before Flannery. Yeah, very, very good moveset. And also equip Person Berry for Wallace. And I will have to look at my stats again. Ideally, I see the 158 attack and 153, sorry, and 99 speed. That means my attack and speed are perfect to nature, which is definitely what you want.
Yeah, I feel like the 99 speed is very nice to have.
Having good speed is, I would say, more or better than having extremely high attack.
Yeah. But generally you can run any Groudon you get.
Yeah, you can make it work, but it's the only thing you really don't want is like absolutely minimum speed. You really don't want that.
Yeah, otherwise you have to keep X-speeding everywhere.
Yeah, you have to use like 3 extra X speeds or something. It's actually a lot. You have to.
But it's accounted for, so it's not a big deal. If it happens, just lower.
I've never got that. Forgotten. Absolutely 0 speed. We get the Eon Flute. It's very cool item. We don't get to use it sadly. You get to use it in Year 4 and 2. But you can ride on your Latios in the overworld, which is pretty cool, in my opinion.
Almost done with the talking.
Almost. Yeah, we are finally good to go. So I will switch Grown to the front as well. Big upgrade, also level-wise, much higher level.
Right, we already know we wasted one of our 31 IVs
What?
on HP.
Wait, it has a person here?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Save it.
Short stance. In 1. Okay, that's good attack, but bad speed sadly. Overheat. It's a big menu. Kind of need that. Smackdown. Smackdown makes it so that when you hit a flying type or something that's not able to get hit by ground type moves, after you Smackdown they can be hit by ground type moves. Very convenient. Yeah, this Groudon is alright. It's not the best, not the worst. We can make it work.
Yeah. The one good thing it has going is like that it has the attack being maxed out for a neutral Groudon. That is exactly what you want.
Yeah, we'll focus here. Really took it slow, but I made it.
It's better than falling down.
Yeah, it wasn't that slow,
No.
but yeah, definitely can do that way faster. So I'm slower than the Loftus, which is the first Pokemon, which is why we equipped the Person Berry. You are very often slower or speed type, and it has Sweet Kiss, which confuses you, and it likes to go for it. So yeah, don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, and even its other move, which is Water Pulse, still can confuse you. So
Yeah, exactly. Okay, didn't get confused, which is actually very convenient. Because now I still have my Person Berry for the next battle after Wallace. And we win. Very nice.
does make me a little bit upset that it's whole stance in slot 1. I like my setup moves in slot 2.
Yeah. Gotta get used to it.
No, you don't.
Okay. No. I'm used to it. It's how I first learned the game, and I just stuck with it. I think it's how most people do it, actually.
It's weird because in XY it's always like in slot 2.
Yeah. Not always, but most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I played this game before XY, to be fair. So for me, that was the correct way. But yeah, we got our 8th badge. As I said, I would have had to equip another Person Berry, but I didn't have to use it. I still have one, which is a little bit... If we look back at it, I didn't have to pick up the extra Person Berry bush now, but it's okay. Wasted like 5 seconds. Not a big deal.
And 8 badges means we can finally become the champion.
Yes. So I will fly out of Subtopolis so that I don't have to dive out of it. And then I will teach Waterfall, which I just got, to Latios. we already mentioned. Very convenient that it can burn it. And make our way to the Pokemon League, or to Victory Road rather, I suppose. Not quite time yet for Pokemon League.
Also, fun fact, there's a small difference here between Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby once again, and that is, in Alpha Sapphire you will be surfing on Kyogre, which actually serves significantly faster.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't hit the optional there.
Yeah, dodged all their spinners.
Yeah. Maybe you didn't even see it. There was like a swimmer at the top row, so you have to like go down. That's why I went down at like a specific column. Yeah. It's not hard to dodge, but sometimes you just go right too early and it spots you. It's very annoying. He only has a Starmie, so it's not that big of a deal. One turn fight. That. So we PC heal Radon and deposit everything we don't need to get through Victory Road, which is we only need Marsh Jump for HM moves.
But it's important that the Marsh Jump remains dead.
Yeah.
Because there will be 2 double battles, and as we said very early on in the game, if you have only one Pokemon that's alive in your party, you will not actually trigger double battles.
One of the double battles we could dodge, even if we had 2 Pokemon alive, but the other one we can't. So, just want Marshtomp to stay alive. And this is the fight I wanted my Personberry for. The Frostless always outspeeds us, and it, I think, is guaranteed to use Confuse Ray. I've never seen it use anything else.
Shadow Ball, I think.
Yeah, but it's very favored to go for
it's
for Confuse Ray.
yeah, pretty much.
Really, Jesus. The worst part about this part is, about Groudon, is that we have to use Overeat like 2 times. Mandatory. And it's 90% accurate. It's only 2 times, so usually it's not a big deal, but it can miss. Once again, you were very sad when that happens.
Yeah, and interestingly, you teach over Precipice Blades, which is a Groudon's signature move in this. It's not good enough to be used.
Yeah, it's less accurate, it's only 85%.
Yeah, and the Earthquake is also very powerful.
Yeah, it's usually good enough for everything. There are strats where you use Precipice Blades instead of Overeat, but they're significantly riskier, so unless you go for like absolute top end times, it's not recommended to do that. Overeat is very safe, way safer, way more consistent, but a little bit slower top end.
Also very funny that Hitmontop uses Agility and then still goes for Feint.
Yes, very smart Pokemon around here. This throw has Endure, so don't use that. You.
Wow, that's rare. I think I always see it go Endure.
I think for me it's like not that. Almost as if it's random. Next trainer, Mobile, absolutely
Freud.
very dice, very much dice, no chance of living. There's an elixir after this fight, which you could pick up if you like had to use your Leper Berry at some point during the run. But I don't, I still have mine, so I don't need that. So one Leper Berry is enough. Don't need more PP items. Very tiny pathways. This is the first double battle we were talking about. Could go down and just surf around them. Don't need to do that. Have. Oh my god.
Yeah, bike is not always easy to handle.
If you have to go like a very short distance, it's very not accurate. It's like hard to go only one tile or two tiles. The same as the throw. Don't use endure, please. But we have to set up a sword stance first. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Oh, double door.
Yep. Very nice. I basically took no damage, so I don't have to heal. I just go on.
I still need to give the person berry. Or do you do that later?
I do it later.
Okay.
Nice. That was the last spinner of the game, so I made it without hitting any optionals. Very nice. And this is the second double battle we were talking about. Go right in front of them. And as a reward for getting through Victory Road, we get to hear the best theme of this game. I hope you agree with me. No? No? Oh my god. Okay, but this time you have the unpopular opinion, not me.
Like a 20-second loop.
But it's a good 20-second loop.
Debatable.
Okay. Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, definitely clueless.
Okay. So I will have to set up one sword stance, then I smack down. I think Altara can die if it doesn't use Cotton Guard. So hopefully we just see Dragon Pulse and spawn. Or Aerial Ace, even better, I guess. Smack down, it should die, I think. Nice, very good. And I think there's nothing that can go wrong from here.
Yeah, only misclickery.
Yeah. Should not happen. Yeah, Sword Stance Earthquake is just a really good combo. Sword Stance is really quick. Setup moves in general, when you don't deal any damage, it's very fast. Like the turns are really, really quick when you just use Sword Stance.
I was low-key hoping for a tri-attack freeze or something.
That can't happen because there's Sunset.
These can not freeze.
I think
Oh,
I
maybe
think
not.
freezes can't happen when Sun is up. But burn.
I hope you don't hit this anymore. Battery's low.
So this is first fight with the Mega Evolution. But yeah, luckily this fight is like bug where on the turn Pokemon Mega Evolve, they don't gain their extra speed. So usually I think Gallade would outspeed Groudon. But
Yeah.
Mega Gallade would outspeed, but Gallade doesn't. And it doesn't update the speed on the same turn. So we still outspeed on the first turn and just KO. Very convenient. And we are done with Victory Road. 5 fights left. First thing, I will equip a Person Berry. I'll wait to Pokemon League. I will actually... normally you only take Groudon with me. I will take Latios with me, just in case something happens. I have a backup poke. So yeah.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Okay, it's okay. The nodes are dead, but I played this game enough, I hope.
You don't have like a very uncommon light Groudon, so
Yeah.
should be okay.
I'll just do very safe strats. Basically, the only fight where you really do different strats is Drake. Other than that, you always do the same pretty much. Gonna save. Just why not? well. So Sydney, the idea is generally you want to get to +3 attack stages, which means you need to sword stance twice, or you get sword stance, Mightyena uses swagger, and you are good to go. And you can sweep all the pokes, which is hopefully what happens. If not, I have to stall a turn with an extra sword stance to get to +3 attack. Nice. So I can just sweep now.
Yeah, that's our +4 things just swagger then.
+3 because
Yeah, intimidate, sorry. Yeah, +3.
Intimidate. But it's very fast, very good strategy. The shift tree is way faster than we are because it has chlorophyll. Doubles its speed in sun. So we would have to use 2x speeds to outspeed it, which is just not worth it. And I also didn't get fake out somehow. Very lucky.
It's like shield anyway, so
Doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't even die to Aquajet crit, so I think I wouldn't have died. Might have been closer than I thought it would. But it's okay. Okay, and we're done with Sydney.
nice. 1 out of 4 Elite 4 members down.
So I will menu here, I will equip the red orb and heal the full.
Yes, as mentioned before, the red orb gives us same type attack bonus on fire, which is going to be extremely useful for the next battle. On top of having like just that extra power.
It's used to be with the Precipice Blades strat. You usually you had Person Berry, so you sword stance turn 1, you hope you get Confuse Ray, and then you just sweep. But the bad part about this strategy is it can also use Curse on turn 1, which is very bad and pretty likely to die afterwards. And the only way to wanna kill the Dusclops is you equip Red Orb and use Overheat. That's like the only way to wanna kill it, which is the main reason why we do this stretch, so that this fight is 90% consistent.
Yeah, what defines if a Pokemon can be good to beat this game fast is really this ability to just one-shot the first Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I think just naturally in the game there's only 2 Pokemon that can do this. It's Kyogre and Groudon.
Yeah,
Anything else really struggles with this, and Curse is really a bad move in this case.
It's really, really bulky. So I just hope I don't miss this Overheat. Very sad. But it'll be.
But if you miss, we'll get to see the primary version once more. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's not, sadly. Bad part about the strat. While we wanna kill, we get this long animation you will see here of like it transforming into Primal Groudon, which is pretty slow. And you also get the extra animation of like you have the extreme sunshine.
But it looks cool.
It looks cool. That's fair. That's
Nice.
okay, cool.
Yeah, the special attack drop doesn't matter because you only need to hit 1.
Exactly. Now the Saber I will probably use Fake Out, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. And this should... not yet. Maybe something can happen on Darksnore. But very likely to be true. Just need to remember to sword stance on Darksnore. Sword stance. It has pressure, we only have 1 Earthquake left, which is enough. Luckily we are still able to use it even though it has pressure. And yeah. So I
And
will,
second elite four member down.
so I will heal to full and teach strength here. Overheat. We are done with overheat. Strength is a very powerful move overall. Quite useful. And Dacia is very free in this game, since we have the primal reversion. We can just do that, set up full, and just sweep everything afterwards. No issues. And meanwhile, Alpha Sapphire has like probably the worst fight, or definitely the worst fight in the Koga section, where it's like the you set up on how is it called? Well,
Wall rain.
wall rain.
Yeah, my first BSG run was Alpha Sapphire. I died 3 times to War Rain.
Yep.
Hit 3 sheer codes in a row.
That's not very likely. Of 34% to hit a sheer cold.
Yes, and it's not even 100% to use it, so
It's like it has 2 turns.
Yeah.
to use it.
very sad.
potentially. But we have a 100% free fight, pretty sure. At least I don't see how you can mess this up. I have to X speed because I don't have great speed. But not a big deal. Like the Glali just spams sail and it doesn't work and just does it over and over and over. So yeah. I didn't have a berry. I didn't have a berry.
Now you can do it in battle.
Yeah, it's fine. Speed. I forgot the leper berry. Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's the other. Oh, it's the first one.
Okay. I never used it in battle. I think you can see that. Okay, I think it was earthquake. I forgot. I wasn't sure if I had Smackdown or earthquake. I didn't want to use earthquake when I didn't have to because PP is actually tight. Can't use more earthquakes than what it's planned for.
Yeah, but in worst case you still got that max that you get from the rock.
I forgot I got that. Yeah, good call.
So not terribly bad.
Yeah.
It's not something you can rely on every
Yeah.
run.
It is pretty unlikely to see ether or max ether out of those rock smash rocks.
Yeah. And the XP is for this Frostlass. And the other one as well. Because Glacier is very creative with her Pokemon. 2 Glalis and 2 Frostlasses.
Hey, they are cool Pokemon. So it's fair to use those. The Glali likes to protect. It did not protect, wow.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Asia.
Yeah, that setup is really free because fail. Which makes number 3.
Now I have to unequip the red orb. We are done with Primal Groudon. No more of that. And we equip the Silk Scarf. We picked up way earlier in the run. Comes in handy at the end again. It's just needed for strength. Not quite enough strength. Need those 20% extra base air power.
Yeah, the typing of Groudon is nice until you have something that has wings.
Yeah.
So that is something that will happen from now on.
Okay, so the Altaria can use Cotton Guard, which raises its defense by 3 stages, which makes it very, very, very tanky. So I will go to +6 here and use X speed on the Altaria, and then I'll be able to sweep everything afterwards. I will probably have to heal at some point because I think Dragon Pulse's move deals actually quite some damage.
That's too bad. Okay, we don't like Cotton Guard. Ooh, double Cotton Guard.
So I beat as well. Can you beat? Back down.
Yes, this is ground Zoltaria, which means you can use Earthquake now.
Deals more damage.
Yep, even if it's super effective, it's the same type attack bonus, just is too powerful.
Indra, and yeah, from here on we are fully set up. We can just. So yeah.
Yeah, the only Pokemon that does outspeed you, and this is actually, I don't think Flygon can outspeed you, but it's the
It is. I think it outspeeds you.
no, it's this one here. No, the one the other thing. What is it called?
Settlement.
Salamence, yeah.
But I think Flygon's also outspeed. Pretty sure.
Really? Okay. But the Salamence has Dragon Rush, which could flinch you. So
I mean, you can also usually there's also a strat where you X speed on the Flygon. So I would imagine that it's outspeeds you.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it can. But doesn't matter. We are
Alright.
Damn time.
Last Elite Four member down, and this one is also nice enough to make space, so you don't have to diagonal move out of his view.
Very kind. Full heal, full restore one last time. And here's also, I took Latios with me. It's very convenient for the last fight. Steven will lead with a Skarmory, and it likes to use Toxic, but it also has like not smart AI really, so it also has spikes, which is essentially useless, but it can use it several turns in a row.
Yeah.
When you have another Pokemon in your party. So if you have Latios, it can just spam spikes and you can just set up for free and just sweep. Which hopefully happens. Toxic, you have to heal like in battle. It's decently slower. So
Yeah.
then you can just
That or Toxic Miss, all very nice.
yeah, get into it.
So yeah, this is the last battle.
Also a banger theme.
That is true.
Oh, here you okay. I don't get you. Okay, so I will go to +6 just to make it safe. There's a range on one poke. I forgot the name. Not good with names today.
Ooh, nice miss.
Nice.
Double miss.
Okay, that's crazy. Smackdown. Make it grounded. Wow.
Wow.
What a battle.
No damage on Skarmory.
That's okay. That was really lucky.
Yeah, the range is on Claydol.
Fatal. That's the name.
Yeah, and that you really don't want to miss that because Claydol has
Like red.
reflect. Yeah.
And that's really bad. It's a 15 and 16 range, so it's very likely to hit. But
Yeah.
just don't need to risk that at
Yep.
this point. It's like one extra turn.
Yeah. Why risk anything if you just get Toxic Miss?
Exactly. So much faster, so much better. Okay, and that's B, assuming I don't miss it. Fatal. Bank this one. And then Earthquake here last two. And we're done. He will also Mega Evolve Metagross. same thing as with Galate, it's not faster than we are. So we just kill it, or it can't do anything to us. It has bullet punch, but does like 40 or 50, so not dangerous. Yeah, that's bam. Game. Time will end after Hall of Fame. After that.
Yeah, time hasn't ended yet.
It hasn't. Oh god. Probably have said that. It's still like a minute longer. 1 more minute of smashing, and we are actually confirming that we are actually a champion.
Yeah, it's after the Hall of Fame fades to black.
But meanwhile, I would like to thank BSG for having us. I'm happy that I could show off this game today. It was my first speedrun. I like this game a lot. Happy to be able to show it off. Yeah, thanks for joining me at this late hour, wartab. Appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to get started on like Pokemon speedrunning, the best way to get into it is joining Discord. There are a lot of helpful people in there for like any generation. A lot of people who know their stuff and will help you out when you want to get started. That's the best place to start. Yeah. You have anything to say?
No, it was a good summary.
That's
It was a very good first marathon run. So congrats.
Thank you. Without any issues.
Right,
And, yeah.
time about to happen here.
On the Fade to Black here. And time. All right. That's about it from us.
Alrighty, cool. Thank you a lot for that run. Delight to watch. Love me some Gen 3 action. Takes me back to the good old GBA days. Anyway, next up we do have Yatagami NL with Sonic Frontiers, so do stay tuned for that. And with that, that is the end of my hosting shift as well. I'm gonna go get some good old sleep. Have a good one, everyone.